Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, and welcome back.
Welcome back
To
the Pusher
and
Strangler.
the Strangler.
Strangler stream. Strangler stream.
Do you want to be strangled in chat? Anyone in chat
Anyone
want
want
to
to
be
be
strangled?
strangled? Any takers?
Who wants to be pushed and who wants to be strangled?
Let us know.
Let's put it in chat right now.
Form an orderly queue, and we'll work it out.
Well, I would like to be both at the same time.
Really? Gosh.
Yeah, like pushed and strangled.
So you're pushed, but then you kept being brought back. No?
I've just come out of a 3-hour Blood and Clock Tower recording, sorry, and I've not had any lunch or anything.
Oh, no.
And
Well, you should have said you could have had something to eat.
well, do you know what? I am the show must go on.
Oh, he's such a professional.
show must go on.
What a professional.
I'm not going to have you wait around for me.
I don't mind. I got here.
No, chat have
like
all
1.
turned up. Look, strangle here, please.
Strangle here,
Strangle
push me here.
please. Push me, please.
Push me, Papa.
It's about equal, Lydia.
Oh, okay. Well,
I was
good to
hoping
know.
that it would like be a little benchmark for which of us is the favourite.
Oh.
Because people they say,
they're just gonna
no,
wanna get
neither of them
pushed
my
then.
favourite, but they know.
They
There's
just
always
want to get pushed in that case. Look, I'll take a push. A pangle.
oh
I'll have a pangle.
a pangle.
That sounds delicious.
It does. I could eat one of them cheese pangle.
Are you really hungry? For a cheese
all right.
pangle.
I could eat a cheese pangle, just a little toasted one though.
A little something. I've been while I was waiting for you. I've been playing a little game. I don't know actually if I can talk about it, but we're recording it tomorrow, and I was practicing.
Oh, a board game.
A board game,
Yeah,
indeed.
cheeky board
Yeah.
game. Yeah, well, you can probably do a little hint. I don't think anyone's gonna.
I've been playing Scrabble.
Scrabble, Scramble.
Scrumble, Scramble.
It's quite wild, actually.
Scrabble,
That we've got
Scramble.
copies of that in the office. What year is it?
I know. It must be the early 90s that game came out.
Yes, we are actually. We were going to start a bit later, but we're on time. So
Yeah, it's not too bad. 15:15.
we got the game here that we're playing. If you joined us, we've been playing this for 2 weeks, so we've done 6 hours of it. I think if you're good, you can finish the game in about 3, but we're taking our time.
We're slowly.
We got
working our
slow
way
brains. We're
through.
old brains.
Old brains. We've
Old, smooth brains.
smooth,
Lewis and
elderly
Lydia.
brains.
So yeah, bring this up, Tex, and you can play the music because it's lovely bit of sax.
A lovely bit of sax.
I love sax.
Oh, you love a bit of sax, don't you, Lewis?
Tangles and sax. They're the two of my favourite things.
Tangles and sax.
At the same time,
I think we'll be finishing the game today because we're close to the end.
the nice thing about this game, I feel, is like we've kind of there's obviously lots of different ways to get through it, and we've kind of somehow just like we've eliminated our way through it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we've like really smartly guessed and made logical deductions, and sometimes we've just like
Got lucky.
got lucky.
Yeah. Just like thought, oh, maybe this will work. And then the like, you did it thing appears. Oh, look.
Oh yeah, look, there's a little notorious Montjoys.
Oh, who the hell are they?
Eunice Montjoy married Pip Gittins.
Bibgums.
They had 2 children, Valerie Montjoy and Dermot Montjoy. She was a spinster. Oh, no, died at 30.
Oh, poor honey
So
bunny.
sad. I
boo-boo.
barely knew her. Valerie Montjoy.
Oh.
Lovely ruff.
Lovely rough
God, you
on
don't
her.
see ruffs like that.
No,
anymore,
bring
do you?
back ruffs.
Lovely ruff on her.
Lovely rough.
Love a bit of
I'm
ruff.
going to start wearing ruffs into the office.
Some people do like a bit of ruff, you know.
I think you need to eat lunch. Something's... Your
Mia,
brain is starved of nutrients.
Mia Fothergill married Nigel Bunyan,
Bunyan.
and they had their progeny was Anne Bunyan and Rodney Bunyan.
Rodney.
And they had 4 children: Pip Montjoy, Royston Montjoy, Niels Montjoy, and Bubbles Montjoy.
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
I love Bubbles.
Yeah, there you go. See,
He's my favourite.
happening as well. Look, there's a Pip in the family.
There's
See, the firstborn son. It's we know about how this all happens now.
Now we know, the firstborn.
We know, because it's happened a lot in this. You know, with people like sharing their father's names and stuff, right?
The first.
Like the Elias. So we had Elias, and then another
Firstborn
Elias,
son was Elias.
and then we had an Elias over here, didn't we? Elias.
Miracle.
They can't help
miracle.
themselves.
They love it. They love it. They're just not very. They don't have a lot of ideas, so they just got to reuse the classics.
So we did the. So if you didn't watch the previous streams, just stop this and go watch it.
Yeah, because
No,
this ain't
go-
going to make any sense.
we're pretty deep. Yeah, we're near the end. If you have joined us for the previous streams, thank you for coming back.
Yes, thank you.
We are loving it. The way this game works is you get all this information, such as a little book, snippets from a book. You get little adverts, like this advert about the 5 pieces that are made by the Roottree Candy Company, and they correspond to certain things on this. And so the 5 pieces gave us the clues to the names of the children of the Roottree patriarch and matriarch, which were this family over here, Gwendolyn's family.
Because we're filling in this family tree.
We're filling in the family tree. Now, we've done a lot of it already.
Anything that's yellow is
locked.
locked in.
So we've actually done quite a lot.
This side is pretty much done and dusted.
There's a few bits we've not got, like certain people's wives.
Okay, yeah, the wives.
We're not quite sure about certain people's lives and occupations. Certainly, we think this is November.
I'm certain that's November, but we just don't know.
We don't know what she must have some article about her.
Yeah.
She must be famous for something, and we're not quite sure what that's been. But a lot of the time, sometimes in this game, it'll be, you're looking for information about this little girl, and it turns out that it will say in the article, their great aunt. Something. You're like, oh, bloody hell, is that this person? And then you get the husband's name or whatever. So we have got a little bit more to do. And then we've got a top secret envelope. And then according to Nick and also chat, there's a little bit more.
Ooh.
So that's why we stopped where we stopped. Because I think we could have probably smashed this last bit at the end. But
we're going to smash it now.
The last thing we have not done is this Zachariah Morden's family. Now, he wasn't a Roottree because they lost the family name, but he is a blood Roottree.
Yes.
And we did the Hudsons, at least we think we did.
Yeah, they're locked in. We've missed something with this blonde gal.
Yeah, and we haven't got some extra pictures of them, but this will come out in the wash, I'm sure. These are all extra bits anyway.
Okay, all right. What should we?
So what? Yeah. So
where should we start for today?
We were looking at what happened here, weren't we, with her family? Now we worked out that Caroline Morden was the artist mother of Stephanie, didn't we?
Right, the one with the beret.
Yeah, because she ran, I think, for office.
Yes.
And her mum was CM.
Yes.
And she said, don't let our conflicts spread to the next generation. CM. And there's 3 clues on this page.
Still 3 clues left. Okay.
So
what else can we get from this page?
Well, it's a flyer. So it says it's a flyer for the local candidate, Stephanie Jones. On the back, there's an excerpt from a newspaper article from the Butler County Times. So this is the local newspaper about people in this area.
Yeah.
And obviously not a lot of the family live there, but certain members do. So you can look up them in the Butler County Times, and there might be an article about them.
Can we look up the Butler County Times in the periodical?
Yeah, so we can look up the Butler County Times, and we can type in names in here, like Stephanie Jones. And yeah, so born Stephanie Landon, has lived in Butler County her whole life. Grew up in a home without a father. With my mother and her partner, I essentially had an entirely female influence. Although she was a distant Roottree, cousin of the Rootrees, her mother Caroline, a local artist, who has appeared on the front page of the Butler County in the past, so we can look
up her, yeah.
Has come out in opposition of the deforestation of indigenous trees to expand the maple farms of the Candy Company. Oh.
Right, okay. Stick it to him.
Caroline. Do we know her name?
Landon?
No, must be a maiden name then.
Caroline.
Did we put her in?
Morden.
Caroline Morden. Oh, sorry. I almost tabbed out then. I was almost tabbed.
You madman. Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
So they printed something. So we got a new article.
There's so much for Caroline as a person. This is mostly a listing of art. She seems to get top billing. Accompanying the story is an image of Caroline standing beside a large metal sculpture of a mermaid. It's captured Caroline standing next to her sculpture, Atlantis Burden. Ooh. The sculpture is one of many works featured in an upcoming book, Self-Portrait Art and the Beauty of Women. Okay, another book.
Come to a quote further down, Atlantis' burden is meant to symbolize a society split by indecision over whether women should be equals or something to protect. Okay, so we got a picture of her.
Okay. And we remember she's got a book.
Here's the picture. Oh,
hello,
wow.
honey.
So this is Caroline Morden. And there's 5 clues from here. Wow. So yeah, we must be
wow.
Book. So we put the picture of her in.
Yeah.
Because she's looking fab. This is obviously in her older years. She's started off as a young, fresh-faced, beret-wearing artist.
As a young woman.
Turned into a cool
hippie love child.
Making giant golden statues.
Love that. I mean, the statue's very impressive.
Ale Wolf dropping all the gift subs in the chat.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very kind of you.
I do
Thank
forget
you
that
so
we're
much.
streaming this sometimes.
It's easy to get lost in the family trees.
A woman.
A woman?
So let's look up self-portrait art and the beauty of
Put my glasses on.
women, which is in the public library, I imagine. By
dirty.
Caroline Morgan. Okay, mostly black and white photos of Caroline's art. The centerpiece is a series of full-color nude self-portraits
Hello.
at different ages, stretching from 25 to 30. They have certainly not been added
Ah,
to your
spoil sport.
Can you send them to my private email?
Yeah,
Research.
just research.
Good lord. In the intro, Caroline talks about her influence. She was one of the youngest in her generation. In her late teens, she felt betrayed when her sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie gave up on dreams to settle for boring men.
Tale as old as time.
She especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson, who she calls completely bogus.
Bogus.
Let's
Okay,
just
we've got a
quickly
lot
look
of
at that.
names
So her
here.
sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie.
Okay,
we know
so
that's
we know that's Gwendolyn. Cousin
And her
Bonnie.
cousin Bonnie would be
This
over here,
gal.
Bonnie Hudson.
And then who was the husband?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Where was that on the period?
She's a Dr. Wilson.
Brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson.
So one of their husbands is Dr. Wilson. Maybe Gwendolyn's husband? Because we've got that other one
You're
down.
probably right. Yeah. Dr. Wilson.
Oh, God, there's a bloody ton of them in there. Jason, could be Stephen.
Okay, but maybe we can look him up. Dr. Wilson.
Yeah, because
he would
that's...
have a
Yeah.
thing.
Also, it's dedicated to... Who was it dedicated to? If you go to the top of the article. It's all right. Dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie.
Okay, are they her children?
Are they her kiddies? That's
Eloise
Stephanie.
and Steph. Who's Eloise and Steph? Oh, there's
There's
Stephanie.
Stephanie. Oh, Eloise is probably her spouse. Because remember, she said she
Right.
had
a change of heart.
a female upbringing.
You're right. Yes,
Okay.
not necessarily even a change of heart. Just a new friend. Could be a friend. Could be anything.
I think they're gay lovers.
Could be gay.
I think they're gay lovers.
There's a hint, and we've never even pressed
Oh my
it.
God, and we never will.
We never will, unless we get to the end and it gets too hard.
Yeah.
Which might happen in about 10 seconds' time.
Exactly.
No, as long as we still got blood in our veins, Lydia, we will doggedly dog this
yeah.
game down into the end,
Fuck
very end.
you. I mean, yeah. Fuck yeah.
So yes, she married a man who was the opposite of boring, which was an overcorrection.
Oh, okay.
Their marriage has led her to so she married this man who was the opposite of boring, which was Mark Landon.
Mark Landon.
And he was the opposite of boring.
But we don't know anything
Maybe
about
we should look him up.
He doesn't even have a picture thing, does he?
Yeah, so maybe he's not relevant. Maybe.
I don't think he's relevant.
She comes out strongly against the Rootree Company's effect on the local environment and rues how she was not able to convince her father Zach to make changes to policy. Tex, are you there? Can I get a bit less monitor? Because when I'm talking, I'm getting a bit of fuzz in my ears. I think it's just a very high... I can hear myself in my own ears a bit too much. That's better, thank you. That was... You know how sometimes when you hear a little bit of fuzzing, a little bit of...
Yeah.
I think it's because I've got these in-ears and they're really... You hear everything.
And you can't focus because all you can hear is a... bzzz.
Well, I share this room with people like Tom who have a big headphones on and big history of loud music and stuff. And so, I've got hearing right. I've got these things right in my ear.
You're right in your brain.
Well, you've got yours on top of your hair as well.
I mean, yeah, this got to get through hair and extensions and all sorts to get to my ears.
Your senses are numbed. Anyway.
Oh my God, I listened to too much loud music as a wild teenager, and now I can't hear shit.
You can't see.
Can't see.
Can't smell.
hear,
Can't taste.
Can't walk.
Tasteless.
I'm tasteless. I'm a tasteless woman.
Thank you. Oh, everyone can now hear the fuzzing when I talk, can you? I'm sorry, chat.
Oh really?
I think it's like a little noise gate or something's on.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay.
Yeah. I don't know why it's happening today.
Today of all days.
Well, it might be something to do with the fact that people come in here and wiggle all the cables every time.
I was literally just about to wiggle this about when you said that.
Wiggle it. Go for it. Wiggle it.
I'm just wiggling my microphone.
We can't help. People can't help themselves. They love wiggling.
I'm taking my shoes off. All this talk of wiggling's got me wild.
Oh wow, let me see.
You're taking your shoes off as well.
Let me have a little.
I got my little white socks on.
Oh, lovely.
I
can be a Lydia admirer from a distance.
He's got lovely chat. He's got lovely checkered socks on.
These are really old.
Like a little emo boy.
Well, they go with my.
They're very cool.
Look at them. They're about.
Oh my God! You need to
They're
get.
so frayed. There's so many holes in them.
There's so many
holes.
holes.
Zoom in on our socks. We're not showing you
How dare you pay for that?
Yeah.
Don't get that for
monetize this stuff. I'm jealous of your foot size. That's true. What size are you, Lydia? 13? Male?
Like you can't be nice and then insult and then nice and then insult. All right,
That's
okay.
how it works.
I'm getting
like,
whiplash.
Bam, 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 bam.
I'm getting fucking whiplash here.
I like them big.
Give me. Shut the fuck up.
So
leave me and my big feet alone.
Where were we? With the lovely, sexy nudist artist lady who's not nudist. She's just taking some tasteful nudes in order to sell copies of her book. Oh God!
And she dedicated it to a kid.
Have you ever posed for any art?
For art?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Artistic things?
Have you?
No.
No?
Thought about it. Got a chiseled, Greek body.
Imagine if you just, like, people just rocked up to do some, like, what's it called, life drawing, and you're there, bam, to be drawn.
They were like, why is Gollum here? This isn't the Lord of the Rings convention.
What the fuck is that?
I'm not drawing that.
You should get that scene too. That doesn't look normal.
They start drawing and it's like a banana, it's like I'm like a curved. No, that's not. No. And then it's like a banana with a tiny little baby carrot on it.
Oh my God. Okay.
So, her marriage to Mark led to the most volatile moments in her life. And the only good thing he ever gave her was a daughter. So she pursued this thing. I think we can't find much more. I think Dr. Wilson
Dr. Wilson's the lead.
Might be the lead, right? Brother-in-law Dr. Wilson. I feel like maybe we just spider search him.
Yeah. Aha. Oh, and he got a printout.
Oh, bestdad.jpg.
Best Dad.
Well, Stephen Wilson is a pediatrician who practices north of Pittsburgh. Although there are a lot of Stephen Wilsons and Dr. Wilsons, this one apparently found a way to game the search result as he pops into the top every time. His website claims he is the pediatrician to the stars. Fuck me. Okay. The only evidence for this is he apparently was the doctor to the Roottrees, as I see. There is a picture of him, a Hollywood doctor.
Of kids.
Of kids. Sounds super dangerous.
Yeah.
There's a picture of him on his website as well as a picture of his 3 children. 3 of them look as though the photographer was holding them hostage.
Oh, gosh.
Regardless, the photos have been added to your evidence. Let's just have a quick look at that.
Wait. I just wanted to read the end of that.
I know. We're going to come back to it.
You bastard.
Here they are. Oh,
they don't. Apart from the little one,
she's just looking emo. He's looking emo, and he's looking all right.
He's a little cutie.
So these must be the 3 kids of Dr. Stephen Wilson.
My dad is the best dad in the entire world, and he treats every patient with world-class care. He would treat your children like he would me, my big brother, or my sister.
Okay.
So he must be the oldest.
No, it's a little kid talking.
Do you reckon he's the oldest, or is she the oldest? Hard to tell, isn't it? Sometimes.
Wait, who? What?
So this is Stephen Wilson. And he's got 3 kids, right?
Yes. Okay, the oldest one's got a... Yeah, sorry. The oldest
the
one
oldest is the boy.
This boy, and then the girl. Yeah,
and then the girl.
The boy.
And then the child. Do we know their names?
Did it say... No.
Credited to Jason.
So Jason is the
Jason
little
is the
one.
Little boy. Jason.
And then we can work it out.
Wilson.
Process of elimination.
I
That's
see.
Jem, isn't
There's
it?
only one other Wilson.
Jem and then Zach.
Something's gonna get locked in a second, everyone.
We've got to get there.
Some big lock-ins come in.
Big lock-ins.
Big child.
Baby. No.
Student.
It's
Bam.
that little
No,
one.
is this one gonna lock in?
College. This is definitely college. Maybe. Or maybe they're not as old as college. Oh, yay!
Okay, we're nearly done. There's only, I think, probably...
Nice.
It's 9 left.
Only
We're done.
9 left.
Okay, we got...
Boom.
So we got some of these
kids,
slightly wrong.
yeah.
But we got these 2 from last week.
Yes.
They were the cousins.
Booyah.
Booyah. Okay, that's great news.
So she's wrong.
She must be younger.
K12.
Well, maybe, yeah, she must be wrong because we put this one in last.
Yeah.
So let's leave that there. The Morden Gwendolyn, we do need to find a picture of her.
Yeah.
And the doctor. Maybe there is a picture of the doctor out there somewhere.
Well, we got more evidence, didn't we?
We did.
Hello, honey.
Oh, my God.
Oh, sexy
I would let him
boy.
look after my children.
Oh, goodness. Yes. Yes, indeed. He's a hunky man.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh. Okay, he's a hunky, but he's boring.
Boring.
Isn't that what Anna said?
Terribly
What
boring.
Caroline
Boring
said?
arsehole.
He's a boring asshole. What looks that good? You don't need to be interesting.
So this is him. That's all we got. There's no more clues on that, and no more clues on this because I think these are done as well. But we do need to find the wife's occupation and a picture of her.
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn Morden. Sounds like they might live in the same Butler County. Maybe we can look her up in the Butler County.
Yeah, give her a peep.
I'm just wondering if there's anything else we could have possibly seen, but I think
my dad.
I think that's all. I think that's all we're going to get out.
Okay,
Dr. Wilson. Periodicals. What was it? The Butler County Times. Because we could look up Gwendolyn Morgan in here. I bet you nothing's going to come up.
God, she's got an annoying name to spell, doesn't she? Gwendolyn.
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 Gwendolyn. Sorry, my bad.
No, I mean I wouldn't have a bloody clue.
No. Could have spelled her name.
Is she one of the generation photos? Ooh.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely the right shout.
Yes.
She
She's
must
one of
be
these,
part of
isn't
this.
she? Yes, of course she is. Nice one.
So,
which one are you?
This we could go through, and we've known most of them.
We've
right?
done most of them.
Must be her.
She could be grumpy.
I think she's grumpy.
Who haven't we? I mean, that's the only one left. It's got to be her.
It's the only one
right?
left in this.
Yeah.
It's not in. Do you think she's there?
What do you do, grumpy? Do you think she might be a housewife? Because it said gave up on their dreams to be like boring with boring men.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well remembered.
Could be.
Well remembered. What was that? What was that we were looking at? Where was
That was her book, the naked book or something.
Oh, you're right. It was. It was in the books.
She was like, oh, I really resented them giving up their dreams. Bonnie and Gwendolyn.
Gave up on dreams to settle for boring men.
Which makes me think housewives.
Yeah, do you reckon it was Bonnie a housewife as well?
Yeah, okay.
Well, good thinking.
Okay.
Okay, was there another picture of Bonnie? No, and not even Guy. We haven't got
What's his wife?
Guy's wife.
Guy Hudson. Who were you married to, hon? And he was a president. So does that mean there'll be more info about him somewhere?
Yeah, surely.
So there's more of a
I
important.
bet you we've missed that. So let's look through.
Yeah, let's see what things might still have hit.
There was still
There's
one
left.
Yeah.
This culture university okay, stuff about art and beauty of women. So does that mean there's a clue still in that book?
Oh yeah, maybe in the somewhere maybe there's a
The
clue from the
self-portrait.
book that we haven't put in. But I feel like sometimes we go through these books and the nudes.
That we could look up the art, the mermaid,
Right, the mermaid. You mean the
whatever it's called.
the statue?
Atlantis Burden.
Oh right, okay, sure, yeah, great one, great idea. That's a really good idea. Let's do that. In just the Google.
Just a Google.
What would it be in? Was it be
Is
in
there
any of these?
an art thing? Maybe the Butler County Times? Oh.
I'm sorry, I hit Windows instead of. Oh, here we go.
Oh no,
Find
it's the same thing we've
Another
seen.
story about local art installations.
We've had this one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you look up the nudes? You can do that on your own time.
In your own dirty
You got the
time.
internet. You got the internet. So let's go. So we still got one here.
And there will be something in that book.
But what about? Yes, we put that in now.
They're basically all done
Yeah, apart from November,
because there's no more clues left on it.
we've got all the names out of that. That's pretty good. just wondering if there's any articles here which have any little magnifying glasses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if there's any clues. I've done a lot of this. Done. No, done.
Steamy correspondence. Yeah, this was the twisted twin thing.
Oh, yeah.
So we think there's some sort of twin out there that we don't know about.
That's done.
Yeah, that's done. Which emotions, that's done.
Done.
Oh, the music's great.
Done.
Yeah, we've done
all done.
the book. Wow, we've really cracked through it.
Yeah.
Notable Roottrees, nothing on there. This is the list of names we started with.
Surprise is like
Cute baby. No.
when looking at all the evidence, the magnifying glasses are on the far right.
Oh, I see. We can.
Oh shit!
Oh, we fucking. Sorry. So Teen Blast.
Thank
still
you
has
for pointing that
something.
out. Okay, one
Really?
left. TMS and Brother Trouble. Put down my earliest dreams not outside our grasp. My grandpa was a college professor.
Grandma Laura.
We've done all that.
We've done all that, I think, 'cause this was the Rootree sisters. There's something from this that's hanging around, though.
Maybe it's
Grandma Laura, we put her in, yeah.
Yeah, she's put in. Is it going to be one of their spouses?
So, Zola Sister wrote a book. We did that. There's
Good look at the thing again. The tree.
the tree. Sorry, yep.
Thank you. Okay, so da 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 da.
So it's November Roottree we're not sure about.
Yes,
Because
and
we don't know what she did.
we don't.
We don't know anything about this Robert Roottree.
Yeah, we
either,
don't know what
this-
his
this
job
guy.
was.
Need to find November's occupation, Robert Roottree's deal, Miracle's wife. There's a few other bits and bobs we haven't got.
Little bits and pieces.
Little bits and bobs.
Okay, let's look at the other things that we've got. Magnifying glass.
So yeah, there's 3 magnifying glasses. One is Teen Blast, which is something to do with.
The issue also mentions TMS and Brother Trouble. Were those? Brother Trouble was the band.
TMS was her boyfriend.
Was
Mark
her boyfriend,
Sheridan.
and Brother Trouble was the
Well, his band.
his band.
Or the TV show.
Yeah.
It was like a kids' TV show.
Yes. My grandma was a college professor. We've put that in. Actually, a lot because other people in my family made the mention infamous for things with like candy. His older sister, we've done that. Took his advice. Now I work for my mum. Passed away early this year. Grandma Laura. God, I don't know what else we're missing now.
That's not
Yeah,
obvious, is it?
no.
And then there's this. So there's newspaper. There's one from here somewhere.
And it'll be in that book.
From the Butler County Times or
Yeah.
the book.
And then
And there's still one from here. So again, it's the Butler County Times, isn't it?
yeah, sprayed under a ton of other mail that Carl left in his inbox.
I wonder if we can like search for.
I love.
Maybe we can search for like November or something. I wonder what her name is. November. She was part of the same sort of generation, wasn't she? November Roottree.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe. Oops. No. Maybe start. No, that's of times gone by. Okay. Maybe search. Yeah, we searched Brother Trouble from the Teen Blast. We did this. Well, I'm just going to do the things that chat recommend.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been through this.
Done this, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
This. Yeah.
Okay, so we've
She's
seen
too
this.
boring for the paper, November. Has the campaign slogan led to anything? Vote for Stephanie Jones.
Better for Butler County.
Butter.
Butter County.
Love is Alfie. So she's got a baby coming.
Can you talk to you girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie? What are we...
What are we missing here? There's only 3 clues left. And these are these top 3 that have a clue in them. And we're nearly done. We've got 4 remaining. And that is November, who we know, but we don't know what job she does. We've got... Over here, we've got Gwendolyn, who we think is...
I think that's
one.
correct.
We think Jem is the student.
Yeah.
And then we've got a bunch of spouses that we don't know. And then over here, we've got this guy,
This
Robert
brother who we
Roottree.
don't
Again,
know
we're
what
not
he
sure what happened to him.
Can you look up the president, the third president? Guy?
Yes. So presidents were from, like, we found the names of them, didn't we? They're in our notes a while ago.
Yes.
Remember, we had we learned the presidents from something, from the Rootree president history. Yeah. Rootree.
And Hudson is the one.
Yeah.
Is that the guy, the ginger one?
Yeah. You might need to investigate people mentioned in the magnifying glass clues.
People mentioned in the magnifying glass clues.
Okay. You know what?
Okay, yes. So, in the Teen Blast,
Yep.
she's talking about her grandma and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to look up those people, Grandma Laura and...
I see.
Those
I see, because I think those people are relevant.
will link to something else.
I see. I didn't really ever look up Laura Carlson. I see. That's a bit difficult to guess. But if
I mean, it might be nothing. So off we go.
Carlson.
Carlson.
Oh, God. Sorry. Ah! Carlson?
Carson. It's not going to be in any of those newspapers, is it? She's just a woman.
We didn't get his Edward Rootree's Edward Roottree lawyer. Edward. Hang on, let's go tips. I want a hint.
Okay, have a hint. We said we wouldn't, but here we go.
Get a hint. Ernest
Madsen
Jr. in article. It's a curious business pivot.
Ernest Madsen Jr. Who the fuck is that?
Ernest Madsen Jr.'s article in Business Watch. So
Okay, him. Yeah, glasses to the...
This guy?
Down. Right? Yeah, this guy.
Ernest Madsen Jr.'s article suggests a strange pivot. Okay. So he was in Business Watch. Oh, hang on. We've got to go to Business
periodical.
Watch. Ernest Madsen. Okay, so the previous president died unexpectedly. Little is known about him, but he originally was trained to succeed Zach Morgan, but be passed up for unspecified reasons. The last 4 years at Rootree have been rough. In an attempt to keep our products relevant to the modern audiences, some of our decisions have had unintended consequences. From the fancy flavors misstep to the batter up bar, we've taken quite a tumble in the public eye. Fancy flavors.
For less than a year. It's Guy Hudson's first and historically most cited move as president of Rootree.
Okay. So Guy Hudson took over and added fancy flavors to the 5-piece product line.
Yes.
But it only lasted a year because it was bad?
Yeah.
He wanted to try and cater more towards what he thought the average person wanted. He looked at his own wealth and decided to tap into the idea that if they added fancy flavors, anyone could live like the wealthy. This philosophy led to a flavor that was meant to mimic caviar.
God.
5 pieces sold less that year than it had any other year, except in some foreign markets. Swiftly announced that caviar was meant to be a limited flavor and go back to normal as soon as possible. Okay, so that's actually not relevant.
Yeah.
But what's the other thing? The batter up bar.
Batter up bar.
Let's look that up. Another failed release. It was meant to evoke the classic combination of pancakes and maple syrup. The name came from the fact that this recipe used a creamy imitation of pancake batter as its filling. Consumers loved the taste, and the candy launched stellar reviews, but after a little less than a month on the shelf, it was discovered that the filling of unopened bars began to separate and develop an off-putting... Oh my God, it's like Lunchables. Whatever. Powdery chunks floating in oily goop. This odd consistency made it the punchline of late-night jokes for weeks, solidifying, ironically, its reputation as a failure. Wow, so...
How does that help us?
So these are...
He was shit.
So we know, we've learned, we've got a great bit of info. Unfortunately...
Doesn't really...
Not really helped us.
Helping us.
Maybe we just put these into Business Watch instead? Or maybe we put the other the other person, Zach Morden, into business.
Yeah, let's look up.
Yeah. Son of James and Gwendolyn, grandson of Elias. Okay. Yeah. What
Have
did
you
you
looked
want
up-
to find me with that hint? I already had him locked in. Go on.
No. Sorry, I was being a silly boo-boo.
Boom. The Fancy Flavors article revealed the name of one of Roottrees' presidents. You should look further into his business affairs.
Okay, that's okay. Let's just look up the different presidents
Zachariah Morden's
on Business
affairs.
Watch or whatever.
Yeah. What do we think his business affairs
Look up Guy Hudson.
Guy Hudson.
Yeah.
Okay. Good one. Guy Hudson, along with his twin sister, are no strangers to the public. They both appeared in the company's adverts as children during the Boys and Girls Agree era.
Boys and girls agree.
I'll make a note of that. Now, Guy is taking over the Roottree company at the end of the year. Who would have known that one of those two adorable redheads arguing over everything but chocolate would grow up to take over the whole company? Guy credits his mother and father, Angie and Christopher, with providing his fiery hairdo. Okay.
Okay.
Guy's uncle and current president, Zachariah, has decided to take an early retirement to focus on traveling the world with his wife. That was going to say, now that our daughters have started families of their own, Clara and I plan to reflect on a life well lived. Guy is new to the business world, but he's family. We at Roottree have faith in his innovative ideas, and he's eager to share them with the world. We like to think that boys and girls agree, nice, that he's ready to succeed.
Okay, so
Clara.
yes, nice.
What did he say? What did we say about his daughter? Yeah, was there anything in there about his daughter?
Zach was going to say our daughters have started families of their own.
Maybe she's a housewife.
New business world. Let's look up Boys and Girls Agree.
Yeah. Oh, that's not right. Okay.
Aha.
Adverts. You find a site about successful ad campaigns. One of the ads listed is from the late 50s. Boys and Girls Agree. It is a series of television and magazine ads. The ad campaign is described as having the premise that boys and girls are diametrically opposed, except they love candy. The first advert in the series was the most memorable due to the bright red hair of the boy and girl involved. So these are these two of them,
Yeah.
I guess.
Where are they gone up there?
There we go.
Cute. Okay.
Boys and girls never agree on anything except Roottree.
Roottrees. So we got some more pictures.
So that must be these two?
Yeah. So we can add those pictures in. Oh, it didn't. Oh yeah.
Cute.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, so Guy Hudson, we need his wife.
Who's your wife, Guy?
We looked him up, didn't we?
Yeah. There was nothing on Spider Search for him.
But he was in the business.
He
one,
was in the
wasn't he?
business. This is him. Credits his mother and father. Angie and Christopher. Is that done? Christopher and Angie, their names are put in?
Angie and Christopher, maybe. Yeah. Angie and Christopher.
Yeah.
So we don't know his wife. It's weird that it's like. Okay. Guy's uncle and current president, Zachariah. Yeah. What do people in chat think?
His wife would be Girl Hudson. Oh, it's tricky. Clara. Clara is Zach's wife.
What happened to Guy Hudson? Did he die? Like, why did? Because he didn't seem to have like any kids, or has he disappeared?
What, the president guy?
Yeah.
They didn't have kids.
When did he? Who took over?
Was he the guy that suddenly died? He's the guy that suddenly died. Remember, then there's the funeral, and there was that letter which was sent. It was like, oh, it's a shame you couldn't be
No, I
there.
think that was him. This guy. That was Mads. That
Oh, was
Ernest
it?
Jr. Yeah, because he had his daughter and they
Oh,
died,
yes,
sadly.
of course.
He must have stepped down at some point for some reason. Guy died in a car crash. Is that right? Oh, yeah, probably.
Have we learnt that? I don't remember that.
Okay, next hint. We're hinting.
We're hinting.
Guy Hudson's death sounds suspicious. Oh, you're right. We should look him up
Okay.
in the Butler County Times.
Butler County. Butler County.
Okay. Oh,
Aha.
Patricia.
Patricia.
Thank you. Thank you, game. We are hinting our way.
Yeah.
Once we unlocked using hints, once I saw this, I was like,
God.
why have we not been using this the whole time?
Yeah, but we immediately were like, oh, we're not going to use it. We're not pathetic. And then
Well, it's
Immediately.
getting towards the end, and I feel like the problem we've got is when we can't quite remember everything.
yeah,
You know, it's been time.
don't wanna keep looking up the same
I'm making
thing.
excuses for us being bad.
No, it's fair though. It's stupid.
If you have answers, chat, please shout them out because we're looking for help.
Or nobody don't just tell us the answer, but give us the direction.
clues,
Yeah.
It's been a good effort. You've earned the hints. Thank you, Space Missile. That's very kind. So he died in a car accident. It's surprisingly light. However, the crash was caused by an unidentified driver who swerved in front of their car, causing them to brake hard and veer off into the interstate. Oh my God. He was a somewhat controversial president. Foul play is not suspected. There were witnesses who reported that the vehicle which instigated the wreck was speeding, swerving between lanes and cutting other drivers off. So it was just an accident.
Yeah. Well.
The aggressor fled after the accident, and police have few leads other than make and model. He and his wife had no children. So
We've got that wifey down.
we got Patricia
Rest
in,
in peace.
and we got the pictures.
Okay, so that's done. That's all done.
Hint. The Brother
Brother
Trouble
Trouble.
spider search result mentioned a new Rootree.
Did it?
Interesting.
This is the thing with playing with a week's break in between everything. You do just forget stuff.
I think that all of that hints was just to get the wife's name.
Yeah, all of that for the wife.
So a Rootree, Ron Roottree, surely is what we were looking for, right?
But we've done him in, haven't we?
Yeah, we put Ronald Roottree in, we think, as the director, right?
Yes, and he locked in.
And it was this guy.
Yeah.
And we want to find out his brother,
Yes.
who we think is. We don't know anything about his brother,
No.
actually.
So
we
let's see
do
what
need
the
to-
article said again.
Yeah, it said.
16-year-old.
Yes, I remember this because remember we looked into the other stuff he'd done.
Small green director.
Remember he'd done other
Yeah,
things.
should
He'd
we
done
look
other.
up him more?
He'd done other shows.
Like look him up on Butler County or Business Watch, or it might be something about like his family. Just everything.
Yeah, like
okay.
wasn't there his wife? We looked at his wife. Remember, and she was in stuff. wasn't
Is this his wife or an actress on?
I think this is
the
his
show?
wife. He married her. Do you remember?
Oh yeah,
And
Penelope.
she was. We got a picture of her and the baby.
Oh, okay.
The Laugh Lounge.
Fundraiser. Okay.
Yeah. You guys should check for other volumes in books with series.
Oh.
Oh, that's a really smart idea.
Oh.
Yeah, because we found like certain books have had like volume 1, haven't they?
1 or volume 2 or whatever.
Yeah, I do remember some of them. Okay, let's just get another hint.
Yeah.
Just because it will get us in the right direction.
Good look into other people's
Business adventures. Ron Rootree's company sounds interesting.
Okay, Ron Roottree.
We're doing Ron.
Business Watch. We're
His-
looking you
his
up.
company. So we need to find out.
What's his company? I mean, can you just look him up first?
Yeah, I think I did. But like nothing was found.
Try Ronald Roottree just in case it's.
Oh yeah. No.
Okay.
No, do you remember he was
Okay,
he
yeah.
had a production
Let's
company.
look him up and
What
find
was
out his production company.
called? Yeah.
RR Productions.
RR Productions.
Here we go.
So
Okay, let's look up RR Productions on Business Times.
RR Productions and Robbie Roottree, the rumours about them.
So is Robbie? Oh,
So there's not much information about Robbie Roottree. You find why was Brother Trouble cancelled? It's because the writing really went downhill in season 2. They actually had an episode where Roxy was addicted to sniffing markers. Maybe it's due to the rumour about Robbie Roottree in Silver Screen magazine.
ha!
There was a link to some kind of article, but it seems to be dead. Silver Screen magazine. Robbie Roottree.
Try to silver screen, takeaway magazine.
Let's look up RR Productions.
Look up RR Productions on the business.
I'll spider search it first.
Okay. You find a component on the Uniset board.
Usenet, yeah. Maybe we have to Google
silver screen. So it unlocks. Yes. So it's all one word.
Yes.
Aha.
Ah,
Okay, I couldn't remember that's how you unlock it.
So this was a magazine focusing about writing, directing, costuming, set design, film promotion, and other elements of filmmaking from 1983 to 1993. The new magazine doesn't appear to have any relevance to your case. Oh no, the new magazine, the older.
Yeah.
Okay, so
cool.
then we go to Silver Screen Magazines, RR Productions.
Okay.
There are rumors from 1992 that the television screenwriter Robbie Roottree was allegedly tried and convicted under the name Robert in a French court of law. He, again, allegedly embezzled from the company RR Productions to fuel a gambling habit that left him hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. He then fled to Paris, where he grew up. Of course he did.
Mm-hmm.
And then, allegedly, assaulted an officer. The article's author says they were unable to get a statement from French authorities, but received information from an anonymous source and were able to confirm that there was a trial involving a Robert Roottree around the time that Brother Trouble was cancelled.
Right. So he was a screenwriter.
So he was a director.
Robbie.
This guy.
But
Robbie
this was a screenwriter.
Is that what we're saying?
I think that's what it said if you scroll to the top.
Yeah, television screenwriter Robbie Roottree was allegedly tried and convicted under the name Robert in a French court of law. So this is the brother of the director, and they worked on the show together.
But
Brother Trouble, because they're brothers.
Oh, it's all coming together now.
That makes sense. Job embezzler. Is he a criminal? Crim.
I'm just a crim.
No.
Just a little crim.
No, I reckon he was probably a screenwriter, right?
Yeah, I think stick with screenwriter. Okay. And then did Robert try and sue him and say, you're not even part of the family. You popped out of mum after they weren't married anymore, you bastard.
Yes.
Okay, you took my money, now I'm going to ruin your life.
So this was the R versus RR or whatever, and they tried to cut him out the fortune because he was a criminal. And that's why this is all in a little box. A rectangle. Right.
Okay. Yes. Hint 2, look into the 5 pieces generation photo.
Hint 1, look into the ads list from the printing company. Ads list
from the printing company.
Ads list from the printing company. Who was the printing company? Oh, it was this guy's his printing company. Do you remember?
I don't remember him having a printing
Jones
company.
man, yeah.
Did he? Wait, yeah, okay, because that's how he got. He met her because he was printing.
He owned a print. Brian Jones owns a printing company. Yes, right. Brian Jones.
Brian Jones? Question mark.
Printing.
A more local resource. It says so. Maybe the Butler Times or whatever.
Oh yeah, we definitely got it though. Do you remember? I remember we got. It's one of these. He tracked.
I can't remember. Look him up on the Bounty Cutler. The Cutler the County Butler Times.
Yeah, did he do this one? I can't remember. Anyway, let's do a hit.
No, Lewis.
Well, the thing is, I think we finished this side of the tree
periodicals.
Now, and it'll throw us in the right place. All right.
Go to the periodicals, and then go and then look him up there.
Brian Jones.
Yeah.
Jones Graphic and Print.
Jones Graphic and Print.
And here's what we got from it. So it was his wife's campaign mailers, various things, Holiday Light Post, Miracle Network, that's where we got flyer, the Motors, coupon flyer, the county school district, doesn't matter, and children set contributions for Children of Eden. I don't know if we looked up. It's a musical with songs by Stephen Schwartz. You don't need to check it out, but if you do, I like. So it's like.
You should hit the back button to go back to Jones' graphic imprint. And instead of searching for Children, you should probably search for whoever was performing it.
The Butler Summer Theatre.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. So.
Thank you.
Thank you for making our 1998 season such a success. Stay tuned and announce our performances in 1999. The website lists the credits of music. What?
Sorry, I read the last sentence.
Which seems to be the final show they performed last season. Right, so below the cast, it lists the crew, and two things stand out. Posters and additional set design elements by Jones Graphic and Print, and choreography by November Studios.
That's her job!
So she's a choreographer. How do I spell that?
I can't even say it.
How do I suppose CH?
Dancer, maybe? Yeah, dancer. Yeah, let's go dancer. Aha! Woohoo!
Well done. Well, it's weird how you get to like. It's weird how you get to like something on completely the other side of the thing.
Yeah, and it opens up so you were not looking for whatsoever.
Dancer, screenwriter, housewife, student. And a sexy picture. And some pictures of
children. That's the wrong timing saying that.
So we're done. That's actually everyone important. Now there's wives missing.
Genie. If you're reading this, it means you've locked in 49 blood relatives. Congratulations. I knew you could do it.
I knew you could do it.
There are two more entries on the family tree I'd like you to consider. These last two are optional.
Mm-hmm.
You can summon me whenever you wish. However, this will end your search and reveal the truth.
We're gonna have a go at this.
Oh yeah, no hints.
Oh bloody hell! It's like.
Are you alright?
It's like text. It's like a mirror.
Oh god.
Over there
yeah.
on the floor.
You're being.
And it just so happens that the sun is
yeah.
at the right time in the sky that it's directly shining in my face.
Oh yeah.
Like, I've just been blinded by the actual sun.
God.
It's just like I'll have to move it. I don't think he's here. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. I will press the continue.
Isn't that weird?
That you've got that's been set up on purpose. They're trying to take you down. This is the big plot. Just blind you. Oh, these two are optional and won't lock in until you say I'm ready.
Oh my god. Oh.
All right, you're right.
I'm alright.
You're right, babe. You're right. Okay. All right. So, all done. All done. All done. All done.
Crazy.
This is all done. But we're just missing, if we wanted to, these guys' wives. 3 wives.
I reckon if we press hint, it'll probably come up with what. Because the thing is, that's what hint gave us before. But I think we should not do that until we've gone through this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So these last two are optional. Won't look in.
Oh, we kind of did this, right?
Yes. So this was Samantha.
This is the twin.
This is the twin. We think. It's not. We need a picture of him.
Who the fuck was the twin again? This is the thing. Like a week's break is like. Who was
Okay.
it again?
So remember there was a farmhouse. It was in here.
Yes.
And it was to do with Sam. So it was.
Because Sam was the little girl.
Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands EC and John when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way to work, right?
Yes.
So EC and John. But we thought, because one of them was EC, and there was something where they said they got it wrong. Do you remember? Like there was a letter that said, oh, they sent it to Edward Clancy, but my dad is Clancy Edward.
Yes.
Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
So we thought that Edward Clancy might be the twin. EC is
right.
Edward Clancy Roottree, like a twisted twin.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Edward Clancy
Clams.
Roottree. And this is John. I think John Miller is who it is. Because remember, it was Mr. Miller. Remember, I put that in the notes.
Go down. I need to refreshify my brain.
I'm pretty sure I remember that from last week. I could be wrong.
Oh,
Anyway,
we didn't
it's not
save
in
it.
there. So
And who is
there was another.
he? The twin brother of again?
So there's a secret. I think there's a secret Rootree brother.
Right. Is it his? So it's his brother.
I think it's his twin, because one of them's called Clancy Edward, the other's called Edward Clancy.
Yeah.
And I'm really surprised that it's like a thing.
And why was And Sam was like a secret child because they had a baby together before they were like married or whatever. So it was, and then she left, and then they sent her to live with the twin brother and his husband.
Well, I guess the difficulty is we're going to need something. We're going to need to find.
It's the photo.
We're going to need to find some sort of photo. Yeah. Where did we get this from? Where did we get this original 5 pieces ad from? Sweet History of Candy Volume 2. Look, here you go. Let's do Sweet History of Candy Volume 1. Right?
Oh,
Like someone suggested
wait. Oh yeah.
in the
Wait.
the books.
Ooh.
Who wrote the original one?
Go back to the tree just for a moment.
This tree.
Yeah. Oh no, it's Edward Clancy.
So this was, remember this
'Cause I was thinking caviar was another flavour they added, and that's a C, but no. You can find the photo. Have you checked every photo you have already? Also, you've written the name wrong. You want to write Rootree, comma, Edward Clancy. Perfect. What a star.
I'm a master. Farmhand. I can't change farmhand. And we need to find a picture.
Okay, let's find this man.
And I think it might be in this. I think. Let me just look up this thing.
Okay, go for it.
Charles Lee's Secret Candy Book.
Oh,
This is a book about all things candy through history. It starts with historical transports to the ancient Egyptians and chronicles it through the 1924. It includes some print adverts for companies you've heard of, including an extremely early newspaper ad for 5 pieces that Charles Lee included due to a major misprint.
is this gonna?
So this is the 1928 one, but there's in fact an even older one.
Aha! EC is for egg cream. CE is for cinnamon extract.
Great
Egg cream,
elderberry,
egg
cream,
cream,
cinnamon,
egg cream.
melon. So what, they've missed one of them.
And they've added the twin.
Yeah. It's available was spelled wrong. But in fact, G-E-E, which one are they missing
Egg
then?
cream, egg cream, egg cream.
These are
egg.
the more modern ones. Sorry. This is the one we based it on.
Oh, Miracle wasn't
G-E.
born at that point.
Oh, and M was
Right.
from... I see, because there's 2 M's.
Yes.
So there was an additional Miracle on the bottom. Oh, I see. So the 5 pieces, they just sort of hid this secret twin? How bizarre.
So, but was he hidden because he was gay? But so they never acknowledged him even when he was a child?
It's very strange. Yeah, so EC egg cream has been knocked off, and that's Edward Clancy. That's what we think,
Oh, they've gone back and erased him, I guess.
because it was 1924.
Yeah.
Some real Kennedy shit going on here. You're right. Different times.
Also, it would be Miller, comma, John. Perfecto.
Thank you.
You just need that sweet ass photo.
You want this consistency.
Oh, I love it.
Well, I mean,
Okay, let's go look at the family pictures. We might be able to find him.
okay, you think he might already be in one of the pictures
Yeah,
somewhere?
I think let's go through them in order. Can you click on anyone in the back?
Looks like a farmhand.
No way. That's it, isn't it?
He was actually in the fight.
He was in it the entire time.
We didn't notice.
Whoa.
That's amazing. I'm ready.
Yeah. But first. Okay. Yes, none. 3 wives.
Okay, that has locked in. It's yellow.
So, you thought EC was Edward Clancy Roottree? And his partner was John Miller?
Yes.
That's exactly what I needed to hear.
Okay.
I'm Sam Madsen, though you know me as Samantha Roottree.
Aha.
Yep, I got old. The only picture
I think
you
we did
have
guess
of
it
me
might
is
be her.
from 40 years ago. My book tells the truth about Elias, the 5 pieces, and my parents. Not my biological parents, Elias Jr. and Patsy. My fathers, Edward Clancy Roottree and John Miller. By now, you've either read Lauren's diaries, or you're just
Or
an
just a
incredible
cheater.
guesser. Lauren was right. I hated the 5 pieces. She just didn't know my full reasoning.
Okay.
Right.
She has problems with us next gens, but she has a palpable hatred of the 5 pieces and Elias and Gwyneth.
My father, Edward Clancy, was a great man. But his identical twin, Clancy, and his father, Elias, were not. At age 16, my father was caught kissing a farmhand.
Okay.
Okay.
Back then, they wouldn't even acknowledge gay people existed. Having one in the family was unthinkable.
Right.
The same year, I was born. A bastard granddaughter. 2
Okay,
stains on
yeah.
Elias's perfect family. They tried to erase
He
Edward
fixed
Clancy.
both
They
by
even removed his
putting
5
them
pieces
together.
flavor.
Yeah.
His name was deemed a dirty word. He became EC.
Wow.
Right.
We were sent to the farm, and the 5 pieces did their best to keep the next generation away, to isolate me from family. But Elias couldn't erase us from existence. Laura never realized I was the little girl from her diary.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Who could
Yeah,
blame
because she
me
said,
for
your
being
pop
so
is my dad.
confused
Yeah.
that day? Her father was an exact
Yeah. Oh my
copy
god, of
mine,
course. They were twins.
except
Yeah.
without the beard. And while the 5 pieces celebrated a new factory, farmhands did the real work.
Or egg cream.
Egg cream. Egg
It's a
cream.
fluke there's a picture of my father at all. But there he is in the background. The 6th 5-piece. Patsy
Aw,
returned,
so sad.
and things got complicated for Elias. She fought for my freedom, from a life she deemed unworthy.
Sent to live in possession of your brother's twisted twin. I think this was a big clue,
That was the
right?
big
That was the
clue.
big
Elias
thing that we got.
relented, so long as I never learned the truth or receive inheritance. They knew I'd help my father. At Elias's will reading, I learned part of the truth. The rest I learned at home. I began to hate the 5 pieces. My father made me stay silent. He was worried history would repeat, and that his grandchildren would become outcasts. His fears weren't unfounded. As you know, my son Ernie died a few years ago. He had trained to take over as president.
Oh, right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But due to family politics, or perhaps hubris, it went to Guy, a real Rootree. He nearly ruined the company.
Yeah.
Yes, he made caviar.
New to the business world, but family.
Mm-hmm.
Ernest had originally trained to succeed Zach, but was passed up.
When Ernie took over, he saved the operation. Over 13 years, he made the family billions.
Wow.
Ernie earned about $36.
Right.
Oh god, it's always yeah.
They got by on Debbie's salary, but when he fell ill, he couldn't pay his medical
No
bills.
way.
His death was my tipping point.
No way.
Originally, my book was meant to expose Elias's hypocrisy. Until I started to look into the other dirty laundry.
Right.
Okay, the other thing is the brothers and the stolen money.
Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust, but couldn't. Robbie was a blood relative, even out of wedlock.
Yep.
That sounded familiar. The Clancy Trust that Elias established was designed to secure his family's future. His entire family's future.
Right.
He couldn't write exceptions in without the whole thing falling apart.
Mm.
My book can definitively prove that Elias was not the paragon of virtue he's heralded as, and that my daughter and granddaughters are just as much family, at least in the eyes of the Trust, as anyone else. The Clancy Trust will secure their future. They can decide what to do with their shares. But I'm old. and I'm not in it for the money. The truth has been eating away at me for years. But now, I can set the record straight. Thanks to you. As someone who enjoys searching for the truth, you might understand the power it has. Whitewashing the past to protect the status quo can lead to repercussions in the present and future.
Right.
So thank you. You knocked it out of the park. With your expert work, the truth will come to light.
Okay.
And when it does, my share of the Clancid Trust is yours.
Oh, sick.
Like I said at the beginning, set for life.
Thanks, babe.
Okay.
Looking at the family tree on your wall, now with my father's, everything finally feels complete. Unless a whole lot more Roottrees somehow appear from thin air. This is the last time I'll come knocking. Thanks again, and so long.
Okay. Thanks, lady.
Sweet. Thanks, gorgeous gal.
So, where she basically got us to expose that side of the family so that her tree got paid part of the clan.
Yeah. New president took over the company. Faded from the news cycle. And then everything changed.
What?
Egg cream, egg cream.
There's another mystery to solve.
What? Rootree mania?
Now
Hello.
that's the new game.
Also, I kept waiting for the plane crash to be
Some sort of twist.
where they
This isn't an M. Night Shyamalan.
no, they just died in a plane crash.
It's like a little bonus bit.
Hello. Will unlock content. No, we've done it.
We could look at
I want to do Rootree mania.
yeah, me too. But like, I'm just wondering if like we should have any hints for the spouses that we missed or anything, or if we think we're done.
I think people in chat were saying it's really hard to find them.
Okay.
I mean, we could hint it and see where they would have been.
Do I have to make a new slot for this? Do you know what I mean? Like, will that overwrite this?
No. Just do a new one, yeah. Egg cream, egg cream.
Hi,
Oh,
I'm Clark.
what a stance.
Probably not who you expected to be knocking,
Clark.
but life's funny sometimes.
Who the
You've
fuck are you,
done well
Clark?
staying anonymous. It took us a while to track you down. A lot has happened in the last year. Far too much of it public.
What the heck?
There's stuff going on behind the
Clark
scenes,
Rafferty?
too.
Three wives guy?
I never wanted to be president.
Whoa.
I'm not great with stress. And with my mother's deteriorating I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I'm not here for sympathy. I'm here because part of the fallout of Sam's book is that everyone's coming out of the woodwork.
Oh my god. All the
Now that it's public knowledge, the clans of trust.
The
has
love
many
babies are coming out and they want money.
a lot of potential cousins.
whoa, a lot of potential cousins.
Man on the cover of News Time. That was a disaster
News
for us.
time.
And then Miracle went and made it all about himself. The long and short of it is, a lot of potential cousins just showed up. Sam's helping some of them, but she's not really going about it the right way. And she's not taking calls from anyone in the family. I let it slip through a mutual friend that I found you, and I was stopping in. It's manipulative, but I'm hoping she'll reach out to you. You can let her know I'm on her side. In the meantime, if you're willing, I can share our files with you. Pass them along to Sam if she reaches out. I'm genuinely hoping she'll realize I'm an ally. Feel free to do your own research. I've been told you enjoy things like this.
We do.
Oh, we love
To
it.
each their own.
We love looking into
We
people's
love it,
personal
Daddy.
dirty laundry.
We're nosy as fuck.
So
Oh my god!
there's an
There's
extra
a whole
bit.
extra chunk.
Wow.
Oh my god!
What?
It's like a whole nother game. Holy shit. Amazing.
Thought we were going to be done today.
Yeah.
So this is the original one with all of it filled out,
Apart from some wives.
but it looks like all the wives have been filled in.
Oh, did it just fill them in automatically? We
Spoilery.
just start a new one.
Yeah.
Right, because it says it'll be spoiled if you haven't done it.
So that's all filled in. So we're not going to look up there too much. But what we've got is Possible Infidelity 1, 1921. Possible
Paul!
Infidelity 2, 1949.
Slags.
Possible Infidelity 3, 1975 to 82.
Plus.
And Family Tree Update, 1998.
Ooh.
This person is in the original tree. So green people are in the original.
Oh, we have to
three.
work out who was having
Who was the cheater?
The cheater.
And what's their additional family?
Oh
Holy
my god! It's about as long, if not longer, than the original tree. Holy shit!
I had another game lined up for today.
Well,
We can wait with it.
we will wait.
Infidelity Wars. Okay.
Infidelity is calling for us.
So, let's look at this. So,
Okay.
notable events. The 6 pieces that obviously happened.
Yep.
Hang on. Today is 8 months since Sam Madsen's book was published.
Okay.
She was true to her word and paid you an incredibly large sum of money.
Woo!
She never mentioned you by name, however, so you've managed to keep a low profile. The Roottrees, on the other hand, have not. Below is a summary of notable events since the book's release. So in the last 8 months, the Roottree, Sam Madsen's book about the illegal twin has come out. It was a bestseller, and at the time, Carl had not been replaced as president. However, in March, the Rootree company stumbled publicly as they attempted to respond to the book's release with multiple conflicting press releases and a clear lack of leadership. Then, Clark Rafferty LaRue was the new president. They hired an outside legal group to handle changes to the Clan-said trust. This included any other new questions of lineage. 5 Ps. After this announcement, there was a rash of different people claiming to be Rootrees, mostly dismissed as opportunists and scammers. The highest profile of these was a rapper called Felix Fellows, who changed his moniker to 5 Ps as a notable publicity move at the time. He's the only notable person on the updated tree.
Okay.
So that's the person with the star.
Yeah.
Roottree Mania, Miracle Roottree publicly and vehemently denied that 5 Ps was a Roottree. The Rootrees legal team then offered to do a DNA test to get 5 Ps to drop his claim. And in a moment that caught what seemed like the entire world by storm, the test proved he was a Roottree. Suddenly, the world was obsessed with the Rootrees. We also have Anonymom and Jane Doe Roottree. In July, an anonymous woman appeared in interviews with her face and voice disguised. She claimed that an affair with a Roottree led to the birth of her daughter, aka Jane Doe Roottree. If true, this would make her daughter yet another secret Roottree and therefore entitled to a share of the clan-said trust. Nobody knew at the time, but this would turn out to be the last chapter in the Roottree saga. As more and more of Anonymom's story came out, people began to notice how much it echoed 5 Ps in nearly every significant way. The court of public opinion began to turn, confirming the world's suspicions. The DNA test proved that her daughter was not a Roottree. But she was. This final event caused public disappointment, smokes from doubters, and constant accusations of the entire ordeal being an elaborate hoax. Things got a bit ugly, and the fun of Roottree mania seemed to disappear overnight. It's now a distant memory. Okay, so
Anonymummy.
where do we start? Maybe with 5 Ps?
Christ. I think we got to start with old 5 Ps.
5 Ps, aka
Named Felix.
Felix Fellows.
Oh.
We didn't connect to the
We got to
internet.
connect. We got to dial up.
So, 5 Ps is
like-
the love.
ooh.
He's a star. He's here.
I like the little ooh.
And there was an affair. Infidelity. The first affair, second, third, fourth,
This
fifth.
person just can't fucking keep it in their pants.
Someone had 5 affairs and children with all of them.
Holy macaroni.
That is actually out of control.
Very fertile.
Who was this? 1985
Who was
to
this absolute
1980.
slut?
7 affairs.
You homewrecker.
And then there was an older affair and an even older affair from
Right.
21,
1921, very scandalous.
which has led to a lot of different
Oh
children.
yeah.
And then over here, there was just an update to the
Little
family
update.
tree. So someone was officially acknowledged maybe as the child. Okay. Oh, maybe this is a new baby.
Maybe new babe.
I think this might be...
Oh, Stephanie's baby.
Stephanie's baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
she's preggers.
I think we should probably... I bet you that's Stephanie and Jones's baby.
Yeah.
Because that's the new baby. Because that's 1998. That feels right. Okay, so Felix Fellows. Let's start with him. 5 Ps.
John.
Okay. So,
An article you find on our website with no particularly harsh reviews.
so he's done some terrible raps.
Root of all evil.
So he used to. Okay, he's got an album which we could look up in the periodicals, I'm sure. More with a headline. So Modern Music gives his most recent album, Root of All Evil, 1 star, with the headline "More poser than my action figure collection." Let's just
Have a wee little look.
I think we'll just start with that.
Modern music, yeah. Huh? No?
Oh, did we do that wrong? Maybe this is the headline.
1 out of 7, yeah. Oh. Just Google it?
Maybe, yeah, fine.
Well,
Well,
let's carry on.
Sure, maybe it doesn't really matter.
Maybe just save these bits, like highlight it or whatever.
The review mentions his real name is David, and he used to go by Dirty Davy.
Dirty Davy.
And the author rues the fact that this rebranding was a blatant marketing stunt at the expense of his mother's tragic past. She overdosed when he was 16.
This rebranding was a blatant marketing stunt. Rewritten to turn blatant references to sex, drugs, and violence into clumsy euphemisms. Highlight Dirty Davy.
Weird. Okay, fine. Dirty
Davy.
Davy. So there's also Dirty Devil. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna.
We're getting
we're gonna get lost in that.
We're in the rabbit hole.
Don't
We've got to save everything.
Don't stick to this. Sure. We'll look into this in a bit as well. Oh my god. His rise to prominence was kickstarted when he appeared a few months ago on the cover of News Time, which I think will give us a publication. Yeah. Miracle Roottree was on it as well, so we're going to look at him. Cool. I feel like Miracle is maybe the one who's the cheater.
Oh yeah.
Right, possibly.
Yeah.
Because of his
putting his end away.
Because of his bloody
giving his miracle to a bunch of
sexy priest.
Bunch of ladies.
Preacher man. Son of a preacher man. There's maybe going to be like 5 illegitimate sons of a preacher man.
Lots of sons of a preacher man.
So, yes, he was on the cover. At first, the Rootree company denied it vehemently. Miracle Roottree tried.
His mother with Guy Hudson.
Since then, they backtracked and publicly welcomed him to the family. Welcome to the family.
Guy Hudson is his dad?
Mother with Guy Hudson.
Yeah.
So Guy Hudson is potentially his dad. Oh dear. Well, let's look that up then. So, News Time. News Time. Guy Hudson.
Aha.
Okay, cool. Let's look up Miracle Roottree as well. Cover just in case we have that. Oh, denying.
Yeah, but then they had the DNA test, and he was like, "Oh."
So here's.
Never mind.
Felix Fellows.
Could this rapper be the next Sam Madsen?
Holding a photo. Oh, I see.
Can you click on them?
No, you can't click on that photo. But
click on his face.
Appeared on the cover of News, holding a photo of his mother and Guy Hudson. The article concerns his insistence that his father was Guy Hudson. It was a sensational, dramatic load of nonsense until it was proved correct. His mother, Joanna, was Zach Morton's secretary when he retired, and then Guy Hudson's secretary for only 1 or 2 weeks after that before she quit.
Moved quickly.
His parents divorced when he was 4 after his father learned of the affair.
His father learned.
Felix and his mother then moved to Portland because she was afraid for her and her son's life. Parents divorced. They were married.
Wait, his parents divorced when he was 4 after his father learned of the affair.
His real father.
His real dad. Right, okay.
So we're saying this guy is Felix Fellows,
Yes.
and he was a rapper.
Rapper. Or musician.
And he looked like this.
This guy.
Or does look like this. And the lady. Oh, this is his dad.
Right. So the middle one would be
Guy Hudson.
Guy Hudson.
This is what we're saying. Yeah. And he was president.
Sly Guy, they call him.
Maybe third? I can't remember. Sorry. Let's go back. So, which was I looking at? His mother, Joanna.
Joanna.
We don't know what her name was. And I guess we'll find out. I see.
Yeah.
Joanna.
Don't know what she does. Don't know who his real dad name
Okay.
is.
Okay, wow. It's quite the bomb. So he grew up with his real mother until 16, but then one day his mother never came home from the movie rental store where she worked on the register.
Right, there we go.
So she's like a register cashier.
Cashier, yeah.
That's what it's called. The next morning they found her dead. She'd stolen all the cash from a drawer and spent it on her. So Felix went through her belongings. The only things he had to remember her by were a hairbrush, some photos, and a stuffed animal. But then he found it, a box hidden in the back of her closet. Inside were love letters and photos related to Guy Hudson, as well as a letter from his father containing threats. Guy Hudson's father?
I imagine maybe his real father?
Maybe his real father. He threw it all away, with the exception of one photo he appears with on the cover of News Time. He says it was the only one where they were dressed. The only one not from the affair itself.
My goodness.
The picture is shown in full inside the magazine. Was also added to it. It's okay. Let's have a quick look at that then. Here it is.
Okay, here's Guy and Mama. Oh, Mama fine.
So, from when she was Zach Morden's secretary, he claims that Joanna and Guy Hudson, also in the photo, were having an affair.
I mean, it could be, calling it now, it could be that it wasn't with Guy. Because it says he's related to Guy, right?
He's definitely DNA test related.
Yeah, it could be that it was someone else, but it probably is.
So what you're saying, it could have been Zach Morden if she was having an affair with...
Potentially. But it's you know, I have no reason to say that whatsoever. Just that it didn't say, you know, we know that they're related. We don't know. And he thinks that the guy's the dad because of that picture, but it's just a picture. Unless I guess all the other pictures, they were naked and banging.
I see.
So then
he
that
threw them away.
that truly would mean they were definitely, it was Guy. That's Papa.
Yeah, he says
The only
it
one.
was the only one where they were dressed.
Okay, well, yeah, then it's going to be Guy.
So he was born Felix Fellows to Riley and Joanna Fellows.
Okay, perfect.
So let's put that in.
Riley.
Poor Riley Fellows. Right, Joanna.
Fellows.
Okay.
Cool.
That feels pretty done.
Feels
Let's just have a quick read.
correct.
He has recently started going as 5Ps to harness the power of his lineage.
Hell yeah, make that bank.
He did some research into the truth of these claims, was able to confirm that Joanna did work for the Rootrees company as a secretary. Blah, blah, blah. Felix went into foster care. They ran abstract his father. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, I think the 5Ps might have more info.
Yes.
So maybe we follow that up straight away by going through his monikers and his history.
Oh.
What?
Okay, her surname wouldn't be Fellows.
Oh, you don't think?
No, it will be her maiden name, chat's saying.
Oh, I see.
Did we find out? Did it say?
I see. You're right. So we need to find his mother's original name?
Yeah.
Well, she might have gone back and changed it, right? Once they broke up. And that might be in his history somehow. 5Ps.
5Ps.
So, do we dig into Dirty Davy?
Oh, we dig into Dirty Davy.
And Dirty Devil?
And Dirty Devil. And Dirt Poor.
So, Dirty Davy was released called Yes I Can Jump. There are multiple versions, multiple track lists. It's hard. I guess it was like a kind of a mixtape. Oh my god. That poll was a mixtape released by Dirty Davy, released in 1996. It's a lot of online discourse from people who like to point out in one of the songs, Felix Felix includes someone who would be revealed to be his own cousin in a list of attractive women.
Oh my goodness.
That's so
Accidental
funny.
incest.
The lyrics to one of the songs, Heat, mentions a few prominent actresses, models, and musicians from the 90s and provides a crude pun or line about what fellows felt about them. When re-released, much of the rhetoric was toned down to be less overtly profane, and the line referencing Raina was clumsily replaced by Dana, a reference to Dana Scully from The X-Files. Okay, fine.
Okie dokie. Okay.
So it's actually unrelated, right? It's just
Yes,
coincidence. 'Cause
it's
she was a
just-
celebrity.
yeah.
And he obviously did this a lot of people, but that's so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god, embarrassing. Like, oh shit, that's my cousin. Should we take a break?
Yes, oh yes. Yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Because you need to eat and I need to pee.
So basically
Let's
what
pull
you're
the whole
saying is
thing
you
off.
need to pee,
Yes.
but you're being nice and saying you also need to do something.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just sugarcoating the fact I need to pee.
I'm loving this.
It's so good. It's such a good game.
Yeah.
Shoes back on.
Right.
Are they their studios?
Studio. We're gonna take
There
a break.
they are. Perfect.
Be right
Thank
back.
you. All right, back soon, guys. See you.
You're back. Nick, very excited to find out that there is more of this game.
He's fucking so excited right now, guys.
Well, what I love about this is the little drama, the little bit of family scandal. And the funny thing about it is that it's about the scandal comes from scandalous people. Do you know what I mean? Like
bunch of slags, all
like
of them.
like Eminem wannabe,
Yeah.
Felix Fellows, and then this guy, the preacher,
Miracle with his,
you know,
with his tie.
talking about charlatans and thieves.
Ooh.
Of course, himself a preacher
Oh, the epitome of
with his rainbow tie.
yeah.
Now, we know Miracle from up here.
Was the son of a preacher man? Yes,
He was. Do you
was.
reckon it's this? Which one is it that we're talking about?
He's super old, so is he the original
Is
one?
it the OG?
OG Miracle?
Is he still going, do you think?
Or is that too old to be alive anymore? Maybe too old.
Yeah, it's
maybe
hard
it's
to know, isn't
yeah, it's
it?
one of the sons.
This might be the old one, though. Look at him with his glasses.
It's pretty haggard.
He's pretty old looking. So,
Okie dokie.
let's read through
Also,
this.
we changed the rapper's name to David. On the thing.
Yes, we did. Sorry, because we saw that it was Felix.
His
So
original
he's
name
David
is
Fellows,
David.
musician. We don't know if this is her original name, but she was.
we
Yeah,
might
this
see it
this is
somewhere.
definitely correct, and we're pretty sure this is correct. But it could be someone. And this isn't his first rodeo. Once a cheater,
I mean, look, he's about to.
he's
well,
about
that
to
was his
impregnate
first
half
radio.
of Butler County.
Yeah.
By the looks of things.
And then he just went on bam, 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 bam.
So I think this reeks of hypocrisy. Do you know what I mean? I reckon he is one of the other ones.
Right, he's also
Yeah,
the
he's-
lady doth to protest too much.
Exactly. He's like getting out ahead of it, but doing it wrong. Anyway, so he denied that 5Ps was a Rootree before the DNA test. Doesn't focus much on the details. However, he comes across as exhausted at the events that are going on behind the scenes. So, 6 pieces. Although most of the book was based in fact, it left out anything that wouldn't fit the agenda. He points out that Sam's daughter still earns a generous salary for overseeing the farm division of Rootree, and that Sam did the same before her. That Sam's family was not destitute, and that really it was only her son who chose to take on a job with no salary. So this is in reference to Sam's son, Ernie, who became president.
Fourth president, yeah.
Now, he was a very capable man. However, he was given, because she was denied Rootree money, this family had no money.
Yeah.
And so, yes, she got paid to be a farmer, which is not very much.
Yeah.
Whereas these guys were all he made the company
Absolutely.
billions of dollars, but he only got paid fuck all. To the point where he didn't even apparently have health insurance and he couldn't pay for medical bills and died because of it.
Yeah.
And so that's why she was so angry and set up this whole
Yeah.
investigation.
'Cause he's meant to have money.
And wanted to expose this affair.
Yes.
This
Not
whole,
affair,
not affair, this whole
yeah,
thing.
This thing.
But obviously, because her book came out, people realised that, oh, I should be earning. So in the aftermath of this, she gave up her share of it to give to us, but
you.
the children were still going to get their shares.
Yeah.
So these
her grandkids.
kids are being looked after. Now, what Miracle is asserting is that, well, he chose to do it.
Yeah. They had money. They weren't destitute. This bitch lied.
Chose to take on a job with no salary. He claims that though they didn't have to, the family helped pay for her son's medical bills after voting that it was the right thing to do. Still died. Miracle also says that the story about his father,
Here we go.
Elias, shunning EC was one-sided, leaving out Edward Clancy's blame in the whole thing. Elias gave him a simple ultimatum: stop sinning or be disowned. Well, he's a preacher, you know.
So this is the original Miracle then? About his father, Elias, shunning
Think so,
EC. So
yeah.
this is the original one.
Miracle says it was EC's own choice and that Elias allowing him to earn food and shelter on the company dime was a kindness, especially considering that he and John continue to live together.
Jeez.
Miracle then pivots to the fallout from Six Pieces. He recounts a deluge of claims to the Clancy Trust that the family have been subjected to. He doesn't say any specifics. He says that every time someone comes forward, the family devolves to arguments. They've had to hire an outside legal team to help, but so far every case has been demonstrably, laughably false. He focuses on 5Ps, calls him a grifter, says he's using their name and products to sell filth to the masses. Of all the accusations, he says, this is the most dangerous because it exposes the world to hatred. 5P's lyrics are violent, sexist, and ungodly. And I pray the boy will prepared to retract his lies and find religion. Lastly, I turn to the future. Those that wish to hear the true story can join me on my farewell tour this upcoming fall. The Miracles Roottree are planning on touring the country churches one last time. And now that age 71, Miracle was the oldest living Roottree. While he plans to continue preaching at his own church in Butler County after the tour, this is your last chance to hear the truth from the man with the most complete recollection of one of America's most notable families in your hometown. Mentions that Miracle's son, Miracle Jr., does not wish to comment and has a statement from Clark Rafferty LaRue. Miracle does not speak for his entire family. We're working carefully on a plan to definitively disprove any claims of infidelity in our family's past. We do not refute Miracle's claim that he's the oldest living Roottree, despite Sam Madsen being born the year before.
Yeah.
It was unclear if Miracle made the claim out of ignorance or spite. So he's accidentally doesn't realise that Sam is a year older than him.
Or he just won't acknowledge
Which is quite funny.
Yeah.
So he's 71, she's 70.
72.
72, 73, 74, 72. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
My brain.
Your brain not working.
So I noticed as well that down here, this first infidelity is possibly happened in 1921.
So this is surely got to be the original boy and girl, right? 1921.
1921. So it must be...
This has got to be high up.
Because he was born in 21?
Well, when was go to the top of the tree?
The top of the tree, sorry.
Yeah, just want to see. It was founded in 1908. So they got married in 1908.
Yeah, and had kids.
So it's more likely either them or one of their kids.
I think it's likely to be from...
Either her.
Do you reckon Zachariah had a...
I don't think there's enough time for them to be born, grow up, have kids, for their kids to then grow up. It's got to be that one of the original 5, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's keep an eye on that. There's only one clue from here. Could be on the 5P.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's come back to that. So these are the things that happen. So we could start off with looking up the book, 6 pieces, in the public library.
Let's check it out.
What's a bloody name?
Dirty Devil.
Dirty Devil.
Sam Roottree? Is that her name?
Was it Madsen or something?
Or what's Madsen? Yeah.
Can't remember what her name is. Yeah. Okay. So we got the book. So much of the book's core content is familiar to you because we helped verify. That said, Sam had some sections on other family secrets and rumors. Much of it didn't matter to the primary purpose of the book. Some of it is new to you. Okay, let's have a look at it then. So, 6 pieces. Very 90s. Very 1998. So, 6 pieces. Unwrapping America's Sweetest. And that was
Family.
the picture that we've seen.
Yeah, Papa.
So, she ran a farm from 1968 until her daughter Gwyneth took over in 1984. Much of the relevant rumours coincide with the reign of Guy Hudson, who took over as president in 1978. Sam was very much not a fan of Guy, and according to 6 pieces, it was an open secret within the family that Guy was very much not a fan of remaining faithful to his wife, Patricia.
Okay, right. It's definitely him then.
Many of their hires at the time were single young women, and Guy spent a lavish amount of money on private parties. This was 20 years ago, and Sam was most of it is hearsay. Still, one of Sam's farm supervisors was named Elizabeth. Elizabeth had a daughter who Sam never met, but worked as one of Guy's secretaries. According to Elizabeth, a caterer from a local restaurant called Antonelli's met her daughter at one of Guy's parties, and they eloped quickly due to a pregnancy. Elizabeth wasn't aware that the party was for swingers. Rumour has it that her daughter showed up with Guy and didn't seem comfortable switching partners. Good grief.
Okay, all right.
There's so much to unpack.
That's so okay. All right. Okay. So one of the supervisors was Elizabeth. Elizabeth had a daughter who got off with Guy and got pregnant.
Yep.
And they went to a swingers party together. And there's a local restaurant called Antonelli's. Is it worth saving that?
Yes, I think a caterer ran off with her due
Right.
to her being pregnant. But it might be his baby.
A local restaurant called Antonelli's. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that was the restaurant name. That's the person. All right. Oh no, it is the restaurant name.
There was a restaurant chain called Antonelli,
You need a more local resource. So this could be.
Butler County,
Yeah.
right? Antonelli's is an Italian restaurant. It was closed in 1992. The owner, Rochelle Zimmer, sold the land the building was on. Many years before, there's a puff piece from Valentine's Day 1978 that asked recently married residents of Butler County how they met. Christine Garland met her husband Steve, who was a chef, when she delivered produce from her mother's farm.
Christine Garland.
Okay. Steve used to work the extra hours just to be there during her deliveries. Although they grew apart when the restaurant switched suppliers, they reconnected by chance and eloped at the end of last year. Now she has a bun in the oven, and they're both working as much as they can. She's a secretary, but went back to delivering produce on the weekend trying to save money. So,
Okay, Christine
this is
Garland is one of his ladies.
this is the affair. Now,
We don't know which
this could be any of them.
affair. We know that they had a kid, but I guess it looks like he had kids with all of them. But maybe this person, they only had one kid. So it might be the one.
So
Pointing straight down?
This might not be children. This is why this is in dots, because we don't know if the infidelity led to a child.
Oh,
See what I
is that not kids coming off of it? though?
Yes. So this confirmed that it was. This could have been his child. You see what I mean? If she's sleeping with both of these guys at once,
okay.
they're not going to know until a DNA test has been done whether or not
Right.
they're legit.
Okay.
But this is just confirming that there was an infidelity going on. So this could be, what's her name? Christine Garland. See what I'm saying?
Right.
And then her real husband was the guy she went off with. What happened? Christine Garland, secretary.
Terry.
I think they're all going to be secretaries.
Yeah, I
aren't they?
bet they are.
And so we need to find a picture of her and her husband. We'll have to dig that all up.
Did it say the husband's name?
Yes, it said that he was called Steve.
Steve.
A chef at Antonelli's.
So we can put Steve and chef.
Yeah, we can. We can't put chef in, but he's a Steve. Unknown last name. And then there were children, apparently. So we need to look up them and what happened to their family. Fucking hell. Yeah. I mean, again, it might be this.
It might be that one. We have to remember.
Well, actually, no, they eloped, didn't they? So.
Oh, yeah, it can't be that one because, this.
It can't be that one.
It has to be someone that's got a husband.
It could be this one.
Yeah.
And it could be this one as well. That could be the final affair. So this could be wrong. But do you know what? That's fine.
It feels right, though.
It feels early, right?
Yeah. 20 years ago.
So we could dig into that right now, which I think we probably should do. There's way more to do.
Isn't Garland the husband's surname? How would we find her
Yeah, we're going to have to look him up.
original name?
So I think we went through the Antonellis, right? So let's look up Christine Garland. Oh, you're right. It might be Steve Garland. Good call. Steve Garland. So...
Aha!
Okay.
Gourmet for the groovy.
Wow. Okay, there's a lot to do here.
Yeah.
So Steve Garland met his wife Christine. Let's just stick him in as Steve Garland, just so I'm fucking thorough with this.
Yeah.
Met his wife Christine while working at Antonelli's.
Mm-hmm.
Second is a month later, a listing for his weekend cooking
Gourmet
classes.
for the groovy. We should
Gourmet
save all these
for
boys.
the groovy. Blurb mentions that he's been giving lessons from his home kitchen for the last month, so keep an eye on his son. The third, from 1991, is titled Local Author Sued by Former Butler County Resident. It seems like a local author by the name of Mark Zimmer. That name is related to the other Zimmer who owned the restaurant.
Oh, I was about to say we should remember the person who owned the restaurant's name.
Okay, sorry.
We should be saving
We should be saving everything. Oh my God, there's so much to save.
So save Zimmer.
Yeah, so Mark Zimmer, he did. We just Googled him and I got something, but printed something. We'll figure that out.
Do the whole sentence because it's got Kitchen Tales, the name of the book as well.
All right, yeah, all right, fine.
And then if we look it up like next week, we'll know what the hell Mark Zimmer's about.
His recipe book was partially plagiarized from the recipes that Steve Garland would give his students during his cooking lessons before he moved. Okay.
Okay.
Local author sued by former Butler County resident. So Mark Zimmer was sued by Garland.
Garland.
Right, so Steve Garland worked at the Antonelli's. This guy wrote a cookery book based on Steve's recipes.
Yeah, that he would make. And then he sued him for
The article mentions that although recipes are hard to copyright, Garland accompanied each recipe with a short fiction about how he learned it. He usually doubles the way to remember certain ingredients. Garland's bean salad, for example, involved making a trade with a gnome for some magic beans. Apparently, these stories were word for word in Zimmer's cookbook. So Mark Zimmer is a thief.
A thief?
Dirty
and
thief.
what was the name of the person that owned the restaurant?
Rochelle Zimmer.
Okay.
So let's look her up.
Yeah.
Because that is suspicious. But yeah, it must be her son. Must be related to her.
Yeah.
Must be her son, right?
Oh, could we look it up in
Mark
Butler Times or...
So Mark Zimmer's Kitchen Tales, that was the book that he
Yeah.
got sued over. It had some success after it was featured on a morning TV show. The book released before the internet was widespread, so mentions are rare. But we might be able to search for it. Kitchen Tales by Mark Zimmer.
Mm-hmm.
It's unusual to find a copy in the wild. You find an alternative medicine website which focuses on cooking with natural ingredients. It mentions that one of the Kitchen Tales recipes used salt water. She says, if you switch out the salt water in the recipe for a mix of 2/3 spring water and 1/3 filtered seawater, it tastes great. So just add salt, basically. We could look it up anyway.
Yeah.
Mark Zimmer.
Out of print. Re-released as Garnishing the Truth.
All right. That's nice, though. Let's just Google that.
Yeah, look that up on the old spider search.
Garnishing the Truth is credited to both Garland and Zimmer. So what they
did like a joint.
They worked it out between each other.
So can we look that up?
They wrote it together. They must have reconciled.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Try looking it up with the author being. I mean, how is it?
Garland and Zimmer. You're right.
Garland
It'll be
and
Garland
Zimmer.
and Zimmer. Garnishing the Truth. Garland and Zimmer. Yes.
Okay.
So, the introduction to this book is a series of acknowledgements from Steve. The first is Christine, thank you for everything. Your support means the world to me. You were the apple of my pie.
Oh.
The second is to James and Robert. You're becoming amazing men.
Sons.
And incredible chefs. I guess I'm a good teacher. The finest to Mark Zimmer. You proved my storytelling approach to recipes could be popular. Without you, this book couldn't exist.
Okay. So, 2 kids, boy names.
I first met Steve in 1978 when he taught a cooking class. The next year, I saw him the next time I saw him was over a decade later when he was suing me for stealing his recipes. Yes, really. So you might wonder what I'm doing in this introduction. Well, it turns out that Steve and I had more in common than we thought. Instead of settling in court, we settled it at the McCarran's brew house over a game of darts. They said they'd give us the first drink of the night free for an entire year for mentioning them in the book.
Bargain.
By the end of the game, he and I agreed we'd both rather make a ton of money together than spend a ton of money on lawyers. Amen.
Yeah, nice.
It's pretty rare to meet your best friend so late in life, but when I decided to retire, I moved to Boston just so we should hang out. So if you're browsing this book in a bookstore, please buy our book. We need more money for when the free beer runs out. What?
Okay.
What a great little story.
Great little happy ending. So we can add the kids' names in, and they're both chefs, James and Robert.
So, where is this?
This is Steve Garland's kids, the 2 sons.
Steve Garland's children.
Yeah.
Which we're thinking are going to be called
James and Robert.
James and Robert.
Is that what it said, James and Robert?
Yes.
Yes. And they're chefs.
James, they're both Garland.
Yeah. First, yeah.
James Garland, but we don't know what order.
Yeah. We'll just go off the way he said it and hope
Robert Garland. Yeah, I feel like that makes sense. They're both chefs. How crazy. Double
chef.
Twin chefs.
So we can probably look them up as well.
Yeah, I reckon we can look them up.
Yeah.
I reckon we can look them up. Absolutely, for sure. Is there anything else that we're missing in here? I'm just going to make
a note. Might as well make a note of that as well.
Kind of amazing how we got to all we got out of this was the 2 names of the children and a lot of really good story. But yeah. Let's look up the children then. What are they called? Garland.
James Garland, Robert Garland. Robert? Maybe try the periodicals.
Yeah, maybe like
the local
in the Butler County.
Yeah.
Times.
No.
Where do we think? Because they must be celebrity chefs.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like going to be in something
Business
else.
Watch, maybe?
Yeah, maybe Business Watch. No.
Okay.
Maybe it's Steve Garland we need to look up actually. Which we would
yeah. They aren't from Butler County, they're from Boston. Right. Maybe there's like a cooking magazine we haven't found yet.
Yes, Antonelli's.
And they could just be regular chefs, yeah.
So this could be. So he seems like a really nice guy. And
yeah.
Didn't realize that one of his children might be the child of Guy Hudson, secretly.
Oh, get his dick about.
God. So, blimey. This is Kitchen Tales. So the book that combines recipes and stories had mild popularity but disappeared for a while. So it's got like stories about.
Ooh.
For years, the two bakers, Flora, and Yates, flirted. They grew their friendship, compared recipes, and combined knowledge. She loved his salt and pepper beard. He adored her rosemary cheeks. They thought sweetly about one another, but he was one day whisked away, conscripted to bake the army's bread by the oil of the lamp, flourers. Do you see what I mean? It's like you take flour, salt, pepper, rosemary, oil. And then, yes.
Okay, cute.
It was 10 to 12 years later that they met. He baked... Oh my God, it's so ridiculous. So it's just basically a whole recipe with weird confusion. Prepare a Dutch oven. Preheated to 450 degrees.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Is any of this important?
Well, it says
I'm
there's
trying to
2 clues in
scroll
here
it.
of all things.
Oh God. They twist and twine their doughs. The King's Decree. Flour and Yates.
Flour and Yates.
Flour, Yates, yeast.
Okay.
What the fuck is a clue in that? Is it the name Flora and Yates? Is that going to be similar to... It could be how he met his wife?
Bake the bread in farts for 12 years. I know. It's like, what the heck? I mean, are these people important?
I guess they have to be.
Flower and Yates? Like, what is even I'm looking for here? I think I want to look up the pub as well.
Yeah, look up McCarran's Brew
Just
House.
because I feel like that's interesting. So, there's a pub with a website. Famous people have had a drink there, including former President Kennedy.
Ooh.
There's also a few listings of television shows that have mentioned McCarran's. One of them is Garnishing the Truth. Bristol site has to say this about it. Local and regular Stevie G wrote a book about food. We prefer cocktails. But he gave us a shout out. We ain't going to say no to free press. So go grab a bite of his kids' joint
Aha!
Friday.
Aha!
And then swing by to meet him for a drink. So Friday is a fairly popular restaurant. It only serves vegetables, but it's delicious.
In spite of that, it's delicious.
It's listed on a website called My Boston Homepage. Whoever runs the page seems to just link to random sites in Boston. It's very unorganized. Wicked overrated. I saw it in Chef's Signature. So I went there and there was a huge line and they didn't have a single meat dish. What's even the point? Indeed.
Love that. Also, was there something else?
Friday.
Oh, the Boston website. Can we look that Boston website up as well?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It might not be anything. Okay. Sorry. Each restaurant lists the one main dish that the head chef is known for: samosa cone. Okay.
We got a thing. Let's look up the thing. Chef's Signature. Here's the boys.
Some boys.
The boy chefs. So James and Robert Garland. According to the article, they own a small walk-up window in Boston called Friday, a play on the tie-dye shirts that they wear. They exclusively serves vegetarian dishes. Heavily inspired by blah, 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 samosa cone, which, from a distance, resembles an ice cream, complete with waffle pattern. Instead, it contains fried potatoes, pureed peas, carrots. This sounds delicious.
Sounds yummy. And also, we've got the ages.
Robert is 3 years younger than James. Okay, so
that's
good
correct
to me.
Yeah,
but we don't know which one's which.
I guess he looked. I don't know. Either or. Maybe switch them around.
Let's see if it pops.
See if anything pops. Here we go.
We popped it. Well popped.
We popped.
Oh, I'd eat the hell out of a samosa cone.
Oh yeah.
God.
Okay, they are all correct.
Wow.
Nice.
So the cheat-eating Guy Hudson.
It is Guy Hudson, the absolute scoundrel.
The lovely David Fellows.
Whore of a man.
And his and the children
Ooh.
of Christine. Got a little sheep visit from it's Sam.
Oh, hello, Sam.
I thought you said you weren't going to come back.
Yeah.
About the last few months of my life. 3 different people contacted me, claiming that somewhere in their history they might be Roottrees.
We
First,
know.
That young man, the rapper. I ignored that one. He seemed dubious. But then I saw the news.
I couldn't deny
I
it.
felt terrible. So I began helping the others. Because my doubts with Felix were so misfounded, I ended up putting too much faith in the second person that
Oh,
approached me.
right.
I
Ah.
went to the media prematurely. I admit my mistake there. But the
Third person, sorry, I double clicked.
That's okay.
Third person who contacted me also had a credible case. Before I could help, the company got to them.
The fact that the family silenced them doesn't seem to fill me with hope when it comes to Clark's intentions. But you're making progress based on the leads he gave you. It's really hard for me to get a read on. I've sent you the case.
It is hard.
And
Yes.
some company records I managed to track down.
Ooh, Mary Beth.
The records are quite dense, but hopefully they're useful. Good luck.
Fuck, I love dense.
I love Dents.
Dense like a samosa cone. Packed full of delicious peas and a ginger-based
Oh,
sauce.
are you hungry, Lewis?
Honestly, this sounds like I cannot.
You're
drooling.
dreaming. You're drooling and dreaming.
Oh,
He's got the
samosa
double
cone.
D's.
So yeah, let's just quickly finish our way through this then.
Yeah.
So most kids hate vegetables growing up, but they didn't have parents like we did. My father was a chef. My mother grew up on a farm that supplied his restaurant. That's how they met. I don't have any memories from the farm or anything like that. My dad's a great storyteller. He even wrote a book that partially helped fund Friday. When we moved, they were looking to open their own restaurant together. Oh, right. Unfortunately, they never got it off the ground. His line cook gig ended up being less temporary than he hoped, and she had to go back to work as a secretary even after Robert was born. Before we were old enough to go to school, we spent our days with my aunt. Who'd the aunt be? I guess the dad's sister.
Yeah.
In the diner where he worked, my dad had no room for experimenting, so he'd exercise his skills at home on his days off. Blah, 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 blah. Vegetable. Their parents visit Friday and have a signature dessert, the Sistine apple. Apple pie has always been my mum's favourite, and my dad always had this stupid line he used to make her laugh involving apple pie. Most people realise it's a Sistine Chapel pun and assume that's all there is to it, but it's actually secretly named after them, sort of.
Okay. Go to the family tree again. Okay, because her name's Christine, so Sistine. Okay.
Christine Sistine.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay. So we
But
need
what do you
her
reckon her original?
picture,
Do
Yeah.
you reckon there was like a apple farm or something? Christine Sistine Apple.
Chapel, maybe like
Sistine.
Sistine Apple. Yeah, maybe
Sistine
her.
Apple.
Could be, is Apple an option? Maybe her last name rhymes with Apple.
No.
Bapple, Sapple, Dapple,
Crapple.
Crapple,
Flapple. Flapple.
Blapple, Marappa,
Malapple. Flaffle. Falafel.
Falafel.
Samosa cone. No. Christine plus Stephen is Sistine.
Oh,
Yeah, Christine plus Stephen, Sistine.
so is it? Oh, it's okay. Yeah. Okay. Got you.
Hmm.
Says I.
Mom's favourite. Maybe it was an apple farm. Okay. There are still 3 clues on this one. So it might still be worth digging a little bit further.
Yeah, maybe search for Sistine Apple in the Chef magazine.
Yeah. It came up though, didn't it?
Yeah, I guess it's just we've already got that thing. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. Maybe there's some records that will help with the name. Company records. Okay, so partial staff records. Oh, so this is the secretaries. Oh.
Aha. Secretaries, they've all been banged up, haven't they?
But, so this is from 1975. Okay, so staff records to cross-reference based on old tax mailings. So, Spider searching people just because they listen to these books will likely be very time-consuming and a waste of time. Don't worry.
Oh,
So
okay.
we had the president and the secondary president. So this was Ernie, who was being primed for becoming president, but then he didn't get to be president because Sam Hudson took over. Because he wanted it in a blood relative, even though this guy was a blood relative.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. So they had some office staff. None of them is called Christine. That's the weird thing.
Secretaries.
None of these is called Christine. And then they had the farm side. So this is her adoptive dad.
There's multiple pages. Okay.
Okay.
It's just we're probably on the wrong year.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Right. So in 1977, it was announced that Zach would be retiring, Guy would be taking over. So Guy replaced Ernie as special management. Patrick Decker was hired, sure, whatever. Eli left. Ernie was now moved down to product management. Christine Farrow was hired as a secretary, but then
Joanna
Christine Garland.
Robertson is her original name.
Oh, bloody hell. Well spotted. So this lady is Joanne well
Robertson,
spotted.
yeah.
So she was a Robertson, and she, I think, was a, because look, I think she got married. You see what I mean? Christine Farrow.
Oh, yes.
But then she got
Oh, yeah, you're
married.
right, Pharaoh.
Right? She changed her name. And also, wasn't there a Pharaoh here? Am I crazy?
I thought there was a Pharaoh on the first page.
Elizabeth Pharaoh.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's...
So she was
That
already
was just her
working in
original
farm
name.
and manufacturing.
Yeah, didn't it say she did something on a farm and then she took up secretary work?
She was a farmer, yeah.
Yeah.
So she might be related.
Um,
She was working on the farm. She might be there might be incest again. Is what I'm saying. We need to find out what she looked
the
like.
news, because that's, oh my God.
The farmer is her mother,
gets
yeah.
fiddly,
Elizabeth
isn't
Pharaoh.
brain.
Elizabeth Pharaoh was her mother, yeah. And her mother was a farmer that happened to work on the Roottrees farm.
You got a picture of the
Got a
family?
picture of the family?
Oh, we haven't looked at it yet.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay.
So, this isn't related, is it? This photo was given you by Sam Madsen. A woman named Regina Clementine came to her and claimed that her husband has confessed he thinks he's a Rootree. This is different.
Okay.
This is a singer
This
who
is a
may have
singer
had
who may have had
an affair.
with Miracle. We said, didn't we, that he's probably a scoundrel.
We need to find a picture of this secretary.
Pharaoh.
The Pharaoh.
So maybe it's searching the original name will help
What
us
was
find
her
it.
name?
That's right. It's Elizabeth Pharaoh.
No, that was her mum.
Oh,
Daughter was called Christine.
Christine Pharaoh.
Christine Pharaoh.
Where could I wonder if any of those new
Yeah.
papers or
Christine Pharaoh.
try the
Yeah. Okay, interesting. I thought there might have been like a supplier or something to food.
I was thinking, okay. Can we, just while I'm thinking about it, oh God,
She
where
might
was
come
it?
up. There might be some pictures that will come up with him and the staff
We'll
later
find
on.
it much later on.
While we're thinking about it.
Is it possible to look up that Boston website? Like, I don't even know if you can.
I don't think it was.
Or if it was something you could look up. I just wanted to
what was
see.
That from? That was from like McCarran's Brew House or something, wasn't it?
Shit, where was it? It was after this.
You think there's another periodical that we haven't found?
Maybe. Look up Friday. Look up Friday.
Yeah.
3 down.
Oh. Friday.
Yeah. Okay, look up my Boston homepage just to see.
Oh, I see. Yeah, good point. That's a really good one.
Eclectic taste. It was an antique store called Bee's Things. Beatrice is not very friendly.
Okay.
Okay, it's nothing. It's nothing.
Okay.
Okay, well, worth a check.
Well, good try. Good try. Good shout. I respect it.
Thank you.
You're
That's
smart.
all I want.
You're a smarty pants.
Your respect.
Yeah, I think, you know what, it'll turn up.
Yeah, she's
Let's
going
keep
to turn
having
up
a
later
little
down the
peek through this
line.
confidential
Yeah.
record. So these other secretaries seem like he would have, had a go with them.
Oh, absolutely. Although he hasn't yet, though, has he? Because the first one.
Yeah, so none of those. So Christine Farrer was hired, and she changed
Yeah.
to
Oh, but that's when she ran off. So I guess his affair was in like 1975.
Fellows.
Because that's when she eloped, when she was pregnant. And we don't know how long after she got married she got pregnant, I guess. But around that time frame.
Yeah, so she changed her name. She changed her name. So both secretaries got married, and Beth Knox left. And then Guy Hudson joined.
Started banging everything that
Christine
legs.
Garland left and eloped. Beatrice Watts and Corinne Schwartz were hired. And these two old ladies left.
Doris.
And two more, Lisa Lewis and Valerie Ewing. So he got two young secretaries here and two young secretaries here.
Keep them fresh in supply.
And then he got rid of Corinne Schwartz and Beatrice Watts and got Linda Lewis and Angela Ingram. And then Lisa Lewis. Oh, God, there's two Lewises.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
And then Catherine Garrett was hired. Oh, my days.
Oh, strawberry.
And there were some major expenses on flavour development. That's the caviar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, $10,000 a month.
New Year's Eve ball, 4th of July spectacular, Christmas tree bash, loads more money for development, ball bash, Grandorf Dove donation. What the heck is
Ooh, okay. $250,000.
It's a
school for the
deaf. Grandorf Dove, because Grandorf was the last name of the founder, and Dove is the Danish word for deaf. Okay.
Okay.
So.
All right, Mr. Ford, Miss Ford worked at school for 15 years to communicate with the deaf. It mentions that she was responsible for creating the Hudson Wing. Okay, maybe he banged her,
Miss Ford,
and then had to give them loads of money.
There's a principal, Miss Ford, and then he gave money to pay for the Hudson Wing. Okay. According to the history, they got their name after the president of the Rootree company generously donated $250,000 towards the construction of the building. So, the donation came at the insistence of an employee of Rootree at the time. It mentions that she learned ASL from the main school to surprise her future husband, who was deaf. After realizing how useful a service like this could be for non-deaf people who wished to better serve those hearing issues, she convinced Rootree management to invest in the school.
So is that someone he was banging?
Seems like some blackmail, doesn't it?
Yeah, she's like, oh, I'm going to tell everyone unless you give that charity some money. That school.
Hudson Wing opened, and she became the first teacher at the new campus. At first, only operational on weekends, but since then it has added afternoon classes on some weekdays.
She became a teacher.
So yeah, one of his.
It's not the name mentioned before, is it?
Ford. Did it say Ford?
Was it Ford? Yes, Miss Ford.
The principal, Miss Ford.
Is there a Ford in that list?
Great question, Lydia. Let's see. As under the secretary.
Yeah.
I don't see any. No, I think it's. No, not even. Hang on a second. So previously, when he joined, there were no major expenses. Zach Morden, no expenses, and then Guy Hudson got on, and suddenly
he banging everything.
The Beth Knox 50-year work anniversary bonus. So he gave Beth Knox $50,000 for working for the company for 50 years. So he wasn't banging her.
No.
And Zach Morden retirement party, fine, right? Major expenses once Guy Hudson comes in, though. This is going to be like all of this stuff. Travel expenses, Australia, China, France, Brazil. He was like refurbishing his office, and then he did this thing with the keeping the Grand Dove donation. Then finally, he died.
Okay.
And
Susan Ford.
Susan Ford is no longer employed by Roottree. Okay. And he fired some other secretaries. And now they didn't have secretaries anymore. They used a company called Work Time Temp.
Susan. So I'm guessing someone he had an affair with is Susan Ford.
Yes, let's look up Susan Ford then. Because this seems...
Would she be in...
What was she hired? She was moved to office staff. From where?
Where was she? Yeah. Because I don't think she's there beforehand, is she?
Interpreter.
Oh, yeah. Special category that only existed for 1 year.
And then she was moved to office staff.
And then she left and became a teacher.
Susan Ford, interpreter.
Would that imply that she's like one of the final affairs?
Miss Ford. It must be the same Miss Ford from the this one here, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was obviously hired as an interpreter for some reason. She's not deaf herself, but rather learned sign language to communicate with the deaf. All right. So, Miss Susan Ford,
Susan.
Grandorf Dove, interpreter.
Would it imply she's one of the final women that he had an affair with because it's near? Is that near the end?
1979.
Before he stopped.
So no, it's in the middle somewhere.
Oh, okay, right.
But she sounds like she did have a husband, so maybe it's this one.
Yeah.
And he's deaf, and they've got a deaf child, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, that could be it. Because she said the husband is deaf. How are we going to find him?
Fuck knows. Can't find her. Is she going to be in... She might be in a newspaper article about... Although we've already seen...
The Grandorf Dove. You might be right, yeah. Maybe let's look up the Grandorf Dove in Butler County.
Oh, it was Miss Ford, wasn't it? Which is saying she's not married.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We did say that someone... Hang on. Okay, there's some here.
Let's see this.
So, Grandorf Dove was a school for the deaf. It was the centre of a crime article. Someone defaced the school and vehicles outside the brand new Hudson. There was one arrest, Thomas Hughes, who was a former student at the school. Apparently, the instruction came weeks after he married the school's newest teacher, Mrs. Hughes. She was not a teacher when he went. He graduated a few years earlier. According to the reporter's investigation, Mr. Hughes was convinced that he was not the father of Mrs. Hughes' current pregnancy. He was released on bail, and the school was agreed not to press criminal charges after an agreement was made to pay for the damages of the couple to begin the divorce proceedings. Thomas Hughes, Mrs. Hughes, and the Hudson Wing have all avoided further appearances in the Butler County Times.
Okay, so Mrs. Hughes.
Mrs. Hughes, is she on the...
Is she on this thing?
Doesn't look like it. No, I'm not seeing any Mrs. Hughes. But it does sound like... Did you see when... You see when we did that Hudson Wing search? Let me just
because it's implying he's destroying the wing because he thinks that that's who his wife has been banging.
Yeah.
So
a donation came at the
link?
insistence of an employee of Rootree at the time. It mentioned that she learned ASL from the main school to surprise her future husband who was deaf. Is that Thomas?
Oh my God, that's going to be him because he went to the school. So yes. So yes, correct.
Thomas Hughes.
We just don't know what her maiden name is.
Oh, I see. Because they weren't married.
Yeah.
So whatever her name was, it wasn't...
It wasn't Hughes, but... Oh, what's her first name? Because she's going to be on that secretary list.
Yeah. And she would have been fired or left, right?
Oh, is that Susan Ford before she got married?
I mean, because this...
The translator.
Yeah, well, the Grand Off School for the Deaf is talking about the current list, do you see what I mean? So 1990.
But yes, but it says the principal Miss Ford, unless I guess they got divorced.
Oh, to communicate with the deaf. I see, she was different. I think Miss Ford is
I'm
not
getting them confused.
the same
Yeah.
woman. She became a teacher with the Hudson wing.
Miss can be married or not. I feel like with this game, it's going to be Mrs. Like they're not going to.
She could still be an affair.
That's true, but this person, I'm getting very confused between Miss Ford and.
Yeah. And this
Mrs.
Mrs.
Hughes.
Hughes. I mean, Miss Ford could still be an affair.
I guess because this person's not married, right?
Yeah.
So that would imply that this could be Miss Ford.
Absolutely. But it's probably the secretary. But who knows? This was a secretary, someone Hughes. Was it Susan? Did we say Susan? Why am I thinking Susan?
Because it was Susan. It was Susan Ford. Susan Ford. Susan Williams.
Oh, it was Susan Ford. So it wasn't Susan. None of the secretaries was called Susan, right?
Okay. We
No,
found a
I don't think
Ford
so.
though, didn't we?
Yeah, we found a Ford who was the translator.
Who's the translator?
So she was hired, and then was moved to office staff.
Did he bang her?
And then was gone.
Did he bang her?
Susan Ford. We don't know. We can't stop banging. He's out of control.
He's a bloody absolutely
He could have banged
pumped
her.
up and raring to go.
Could have banged her.
Try Susan in the Butler County Times. Susan.
Thomas Hughes. Well, we looked him up, didn't we? Yeah, he was this guy. Yeah.
Okay, and so she definitely, his partner, Mrs. Hughes, whatever her bloody first name is.
After he married the school's newest teacher, so she was something. She left.
But so she's definitely had an affair with him.
Yeah,
But
she was
annoyingly,
employed here.
we just don't know which one. She could be Linda or
Well,
what? I guess we could do it by timing.
yeah.
What year it is?
Yeah. So this came in, the donation came in 1981. So at the end of the year. And then she went to work there, right?
Yes, an 82. Are you saying that's the same person? As in, she was. She got married. It was Mrs. Hughes, but then they got divorced, and that's why she's called Miss Ford on the most recent thing.
Oh, I see, because she's back to her own name again.
Okay.
That does make sense.
That does make sense because it
That she
doesn't seem
started
to
off as
seem that
Ford, went to
there's two
Hughes,
different
then
people.
went back again.
Yeah. They broke up because he thought that she was having an affair. Okay. Then that would mean that this is Susan Ford.
I mean, I can. Sounds right. doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because
Look, it also says divorced, right? Split up. Yes. And they would have split up. Yes. Okay. Okay. I think I'm
and then they had a son that he never thought was his.
No.
Which I think probably is his.
Whew.
We need a picture of her and him.
My goodness.
But I don't know where we're going to get that from.
God knows.
Unless we've got a picture somewhere which we haven't noticed. This is Regina Clementine.
Regina.
Yeah, let's not. This is Regina Clementine. This is again the miracle side of the cheating. So we'll get to that in a second. Wow,
Regina.
a Regina. So there was a second affair between this that happened at some point. We definitely need pictures of him with all these people.
Yeah.
There must be a picture of him and her son. I reckon we've got to find the principal, Susan Ford. She must have something.
Yeah, surely a
Right?
picture of her with the school or something.
Yeah, like.
As soon as Susan Ford was fired, all payments stopped. She was the final affair. We don't know if that's.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because this was another split up. But again, we still need a picture.
Yeah, we're not sure.
They might have had multiple children, but it might only be one. You're right. This might be the final affair. Susan Ford, Susan Hughes. I mean, I think she wasn't Hughes very long, was she?
No, I mean, if we were on the right track, she wasn't for very long.
She was the principal. I mean, it's not helping, is it? This. Okay. Well, we might get brought back round here from another route. So what's next? What is next?
What is next? Okay, root of all evil. What was that?
The root of all evil was the Felix. It was the 5 P's terrible music.
Right. Have we looked that up?
Yeah, I couldn't find anything on it.
No.
I think we're done with him.
Then delete
honestly.
it. Get it off this goddamn thing.
All right. Fine.
Okay. We didn't find anything out for Dirty Dave. Get
Let's
rid of
not.
it. Call me for the groovy. Have we done that?
I think we've
Get
done that.
rid of it.
And we've done this.
We've done that.
Story.
We've
We're
done
pretty
that.
happy with that.
Have we looked up Rochelle?
Yes, nothing came back.
Nothing came
but
back.
It was her son, Mark, who became his best friend.
He is
right?
bestie boy.
And Christine Farrow. Again, I'm sure there's going to be compromising pictures, right?
Yes, certainly. Oh, try the other school name?
The school changed name.
Yes.
Really? Well spotted.
Well, chat. Chat is on it.
Chat is on it. What was it? What was it called? The Waldorf Astoria. What was it called? Grandolph School for the Deaf.
Formerly Grandolph Dove. Grandolph Dove.
I mean, that's what we searched.
Oh,
Was there a
was there something else?
check the alma mater? How do we do that? Do you guys have a map? This is most often when they change names. It's the same building. Try school for the
The
deaf.
Ganondorf School. Have we done that? I keep calling it Ganondorf.
What on the periodicals you mean?
And
Like
Butler Times.
County Times. Grandolph? What was it? Grandolph.
Grandolph School.
Grandolph.
Gran-
Such a weird
Gandalf.
Grandolph.
School for the Deaf.
Yeah, this is the same
Have
thing
we
with
seen
Mr. and
this?
Mrs. Hughes. All right,
All right.
we'll move on. Gandalf. Well, I mean, honestly, we're going to have to come back next week and pick this up again. So I think we've done a pretty good job of unpicking some mysteries
Yeah.
already. I didn't expect to get as much out of this as we did.
No, I didn't expect there to be as much as this. I thought the whole extra bit of the game was working out the people that were in that hidden envelope.
So it's different because on each page there's in fact one clue on
One
this
clue
first
left
page.
there.
But we know she was 50 years and she was old.
Was there for the 50 years, yeah.
Juliet McCullen and Joanna Robertson.
That
might
doesn't
be
mean he
involved.
didn't dip his dick in. Maybe he liked that old age,
Look at that.
old age treat.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I'm really tired.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Rafa Tunes is now listed as office stuff.
Oh.
Rafa Tunes. Oh, yeah.
Right out of the new window, magical. Sure is annoying.
Oh, this is from the original
Oh.
one. So this is like the current reference.
Oh.
Telephone number called 1010. What am I looking at here? 1010-250 is apparently a phone number you can dial before making a long-distance call to receive a discount from the telephone company. For the past few months, you've been inundated with ads for it. This includes 1010-250. It's like that's you.
118.
Pay for cheaper calls. So why was that on the employees list?
See if they have photos of the secretaries at a retirement party. How would we see the retirement party? We don't.
Oh, great idea.
Do we have a picture of the
Yeah,
retirement
great
party?
idea. No, that's a really good idea. 'Cause we can look it up. Zach Morgan retirement
Oh.
party. Oh,
Could it be in Business Times?
yeah, sure.
10, 10, 25.
Zach Morgan retirement.
Party? Ooh, yeah. Party? Ooh, maybe. No.
Maybe there's a news article about it. I thought there might. I've already sort of typed it in there, didn't I?
Zach, not Zach. Oh, but you didn't. No, you did it right. Oh, it's a tricky wicket.
There's the news periodic as well.
News time. Just a single C, no H.
I know, I can't help it.
He can't help himself.
No. Good thinking, everyone.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, like I'm just thinking Beth Knox 50-year work anniversary bonus. I like that as a thing, but I don't know if that's going to search for anything.
I mean, if something on that comes up, it'd be great because I'm assuming there'd be like a picture of it.
Yeah,
right?
like. We've got the counter times. All right. Beth Knox ain't coming up either. What else events happened?
You guys haven't looked into Guy Hudson a lot either yet? No, we haven't.
I wish more places gave you 50k as a bonus. I know, especially in 1970.
Oh my god, yeah, Jesus. How much is that worth now?
Maybe that was to shut her up.
It could. Oh my god, he was banging the gilf. He was absolutely
He was
banging.
out of control.
He's out of bloody control.
He was absolutely out of control. That's how you get your 50k bonus, Barnsley.
Really? Hi, Lewis.
Oh, God.
Where's my 50k bonus? I'm going to blackmail you.
You ain't the only one I'm banging around here. How do you think everyone's earning their bonus? Tex, TJ, Pierre. Lydia is a gilf confirmed.
Oh, yeah, thank you, yes.
Susan Ford.
Susan Williams.
Yeah, it could be this one. It could be this one, but so
Right.
I'm just biding my time. There's so much to go through. I mean, we've got this whole other folder we can. look at
Yeah.
as well, I feel like, and this is such a great bit of
Oh my god, so
bit of
many
stuff
names.
to work through. You know, there's 3 clues in here. Gwyneth Madsen has changed to a Gwyneth Cattrall. Oh,
So she got married.
yeah. That's interesting. I think that's probably lines up with what we had already, right? Gwyneth, one of the. There you go. Look, it's her.
Oh, it's her. So yeah, she got married.
So stuff like that. So a lot of this is like almost already like Emily Seinfeld changed to Emily Barnes.
Butterscotch. Egg cream.
Egg
cream.
Egg cream was never a researched one. That was banned.
No,
The
egg
July
cream.
Spectacular. And then the final page has got something as well. Douglas Rosenberg was rehired. Something weird's going on with him as well. Like
Yeah.
rehired. God, look at all these cancelled flavour developments.
This is shady. This is shady. It's probably just payouts.
Fred
to
Gleason.
Shut up all the
50-year
women's he's
anniversary
bangings.
Wow, he got a 50-year bonus as well for.
Oh my gosh. Well, he's banging Fred as well. Thank you for fuck's sake for the gift subs.
So yeah, maybe that means he wasn't banging her because
Yeah.
Fred got one as well. So I doubt he's banging old fellas as well as old ladies.
I mean, he can't stop. The man's.
What about this
Non-stop
work time
horny.
temp?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's not even anything related.
No, it's not related.
That's a shame because I thought that might have been quite useful.
That'd have been useful. They just gave us pictures of everyone with the names.
Got rid of all the remaining secretaries. Probably a good idea. I see, and he's special management, so he's primed to take over. Right?
Yeah.
I see. So they basically have a vice president.
Mm-hmm. He's trained up.
And they bought out Carl for $1 million after it
Wow.
started to be really successful.
Okay. Yes.
Because he was
Wow.
doing it under his own steam.
Yeah, and they didn't want him to do it.
Okay.
All right, we're going to have to retain as much of this
We have to
information
do a nonny mom.
as we can.
Nonny
Oh my god, a nonny mom. Oh yeah, we've got to find out who these people are.
A nonny mom.
And the
And
singer.
her daughter. Oh god, there's so much to do.
There's
This
so much.
a nonny mom could be any of these fuckers.
Who are you, a nonny mom? A nonny mom.
This is a great one with the crazy,
Yeah.
the crazy guy fucking all his secretaries. This is so funny.
It's funny.
Freeze your brain in the exact position right now.
Okay, have to remember all of this for next week.
Yeah. All right, we are going to have a break,
Mm-hmm.
and coming up next time is
Warhammer with Tom and Ben.
next stream. Yes, in 5-10 minutes,
Yes.
15-20 minutes, however long they are when they start. Go and get yourself a cup of tea.
a cup of tea.
Thank
and
you for
maybe...
joining me again, Lydia. We got a lot
Thank
more
you
out
for
of this
having
game
me,
than I thought we
Lewis.
would. I thought we'd be done in one stream, but no.
We've got a whole other
Loving
stream of this next week. But we have to try and finish it next week because I'm away the week after that. And if we take 2 weeks away from it,
We won't remember
we
anything.
won't remember anything.
All right, okay. We've got a good 3 hours to smash on, and I'd say we're decent whack through this. So probably
Oh,
won't be done
yes.
next week either. Well, who cares? We're enjoying it. We'll
We'll
see you next
try.
time, everyone.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye. My